Got it. There's sound. We're good. 1 second. 1 second. Be right back. Hold on. Let's redo the start. We got an epic start. Hold on. We got to redo it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Welcome to Nintendo Prime Stream. We're gonna have a wonderful time. How's it going, everyone? There we go. That's how the stream was supposed to start off today. See, it's good that we're having these technical issues at times, like the mic was muted and all this stuff, because as we get going, we are upping things. I'm testing things out. These are all things that are going to come into play during our E3 2021 stream. We got a bunch of stuff for you guys, including, hello, I'm getting slapped. You don't mess with me right now. Don't mess with me. I've got some cool things going on. We're going to be making these streams a bit more entertaining as they go, getting everything set up and ready to go for E3 2021. I hope to see each and every single one of you at one of our E3 2021 streams. We're streaming for 12 hours a day, 4 straight days. So yeah, we're giving away a ton of stuff. $3,500 plus worth of stuff being given away, from collectibles to consoles to Pro controllers and video games, of course. Giving away a ton of games, gift cards. There's going to be competitions. There's going to be a bunch of crazy stuff happening during E3 while we're also reacting, talking about all the crazy stuff. You won't miss anything that happens during E3 if you tune into our streams, because we will have everything happening on our stream. All of Nintendo stuff, Microsoft, Square Enix, Sega, Ubisoft, everybody all their stuff will be on our stream. The only thing I will note is during Ubisoft stream, there will be some audio muting of Ubisoft stream when they do Just Dance. Ubisoft did tell me in an email, we're not going to copyright videos. Yeah, you're not. But every single year, the music industry does copyright the videos when Just Dance comes on screen. So we will have to mute that part. So if you want the full Ubisoft experience, you might have to go to Ubisoft streams. Then whatever. It is what it is. We'll replace it with our own kick music over here, right? Well, better music than probably what's going to be in there anyways. And it's really cool because we're going to be kicking off that stream with some exclusive music from Grant Kirkhope, the composer behind games such as Banjo-Kazooie, Conker's Bad Fur Day, World of Warcraft Shadowlands, many more. He's participated in the Civilization series, DK Rap, that was him. So, DK Donkey Kong. That's right. We got that man providing us music for E3. All right. I'm going to say hi to everyone in the chat quick. As we go here, I don't have everything set up exactly like what I want on here, but I will tell you, if you ever hear this sound effect during the stream, that means we are giving away something. That is the giveaway sound. All right? So if you ever hear that during the stream, we're giving something away. That might not be the giveaway sound for E3, but we're going to test out that sound tonight. That means, we're going to have a couple giveaways tonight. The mic is popping. Hold on. We got some crackle. Snap, crackle, and pop. 1 second. 1 second. Snap, crackle, and pop. The mic is we can fix it. See? Technical difficulties. It's good we have these happen now. We don't want them during E3. So hold on. Let me double check all the mic cables and everything. 1 second. See, technical difficulties. The mic's not, guys, it's software bugginess. Just hold on. Chill for a moment. We got this. Better? Is it better? Better? I don't know if it's any better. I can't listen to it back right now. Is it all good? Are we done popping? Are we done popping? If we're done popping, then I know what caused it. It's all good now? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so what happens is when I do this, it makes the mic pop. Then I gotta hit this button. Then we're all good, right? Right? Yeah, I gotta remember to hit that button. If I don't hit that button, see, that's the thing. There's a certain button I have to hit to return the audio to normal. A little static, but better. Let me see if I can hear that static on my phone. Because obviously I don't want static. Nobody wants static. So stick with me here. We're going through some technical difficulties at the beginning, but that's good. As we're doing stuff, as we're streaming the rest of this month, a lot of it is preparation, tech testing for E3. Yeah, we have a real stream. I got some real stuff to talk about. There's no static. I don't know what you're talking about. If there's static, it must be on your end. There's no static on my end. All right. What's up, guys? Let's get going. I'm going to start off by shouting out everyone in the chat as best as I can. As best as I can. All right? Here we go. Let's try to shout out everyone out. If you want to shout out, say something in the chat. Panda Production Studio is here. D Saturn 64, RZ, MR is here. J, Edward Robinson, The Fox, Zelda, Sheikah Warrior, 94 is here. Let's see here. Games and More, Moonlight is here. David Haney, Rydal, Dark Frosty 101, Mercurius, Aaron, Chicharon, RZ, let's see here. Because Why Not is here. What's up, man? How's it going? Joycey J, Blue Angel. Oh my gosh, I love the music notes. Oh yeah, that Twilight Princess music. Yeah, baby. All right. The 4 champions are going to be the new Smash characters, says Aaron Chicharon. Welcome to the stream. We got Verum Verby is here. Logic Bugs. Welcome, guys. Gray Fox. Nesson. Koopa Slayer. Koopa. Let's go. Carlos is here. Pamex. Panda Production Studio. Let's see here. Mr. Yaz. Stefan Fromau. Welcome to the stream. Jay is here. Welcome, Jay. Let's see here. Scrolling down. Jimzo. Welcome. We got Thiago ZM. Ba-bam. Let's see here. Going on down the list, we got Kristen Burkett. How's it going? Noah Hankel is here. Woo, we're going on down the list. I think we're slowly catching up here. Brian Rangel is here. Thiago ZM. Sebas is here. Nick Kalozij. I'm probably totally butchered that. Hopefully you're off the toilet now. Hopefully, because you. Yeah, no toilet work over here. The robot voice ruined it for me. Should have left the Zelda theme. No hate, Nate. Hey, get out of here. Get out of here, Zelda Sheikah Warrior 94. I do what I want. What do we got here? Going on. BJ Holloman is here. Solomon Cesar is here. That dude who hates life YT is here. Apparently you don't hate it too much because you're hyped. We got Sabo is here as well. Welcome. Frank. How's it going, Frank? DK Rap was your jam. Nice to see. Birdman. How's it going, man? Falsetto is here. Nice. I like that name. Frank. Frank the Tank. 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 Oh, man. Wolf Siege is here. Let's see. Tyrandimal is here. D Saturn 64. Man, we got a lot of people here today. Over 126 right now. Psy Guy is here. Man, Doc Forever. Kyle Kelly's here. How's it going? Pretty sure this is the first time I popped in one of your streams, even though I've been sub for a good while. Nice, man. Nice, Nesson. Thanks for that. BMAC 1000. Yeah. All right. Autotune is so fun, isn't it? Midna for Smash is Solomon Cesar. Ice Sonic is here as well. Manky Music. How you guys doing? I think I got everyone. If I missed you, I apologize. I don't plan to miss anyone. We got a lot of people here. Hopefully I shout out to everyone. I don't know if I'll be able to pull it off during E3, so I'm trying my best now before we get there. Well, the viewers might be crazy during that time. All right. So, we got some stuff to talk about. First off, it is a Q&A, so anytime you guys have questions, you could just at Nintendo Prime in the chat. You also could obviously super chat and or donate. That gets your questions to the very top of the pile and answered immediately. We also have like a shot chart down here for different super chats and donations and all that. There's a donation link in the description. You can just hit the super chat thing. Also, if we hit, I don't have the member goal up right now. Why don't I have the member? Oh, okay. Basically, if we hit 5 new members today, we'll be doing a giveaway, right? So every 5 new members that hit that join button, I think the lowest tier is $3, and it goes all the way up to 20 or 25 or something like that. Yeah, if we get 5 today, we do a giveaway. Every time we get 5, it's another giveaway. So that's just something I'm just kind of tossing out there. You don't have to join. We will do at least one giveaway during this stream, sans the membership stuff. But I just wanted to throw that out there because I always forget to mention that. Also, sometimes we do song requests. Tonight, for any super chat or donation, $5 and up, we will do video game song requests. I try to ask you, please try to keep it in the range of Nintendo music because a lot of other companies will copyright claim my videos. If I play their music, Nintendo music tends to not be copyrighted unless it's Pokemon. Try not to request Pokemon. The Pokemon company hates when people use their music. It's dumb, I know, but it is what it is. Let's move on. Let's talk about some stuff. We got Khalid Maki in the chat saying, do you have any know-abouts of Misclick Gaming? She would be a nice addition to your post-E3 discussion. Just wondering. Yes, I know about Misclick. She's been on our podcast. I think episode 2, 3? Let me see exactly what episode it was. We've only had 7 official episodes and then 3 side episodes of the new podcast. I mean, the Nintendo Prime podcast has actually been around for a while, but we rebooted it this year. Let me glance at the podcast. I don't have the podcast. Oh, there's the podcast list. Let me see. Holly Wolf was episode was she? She was episode 5. Misclick, Kat Bergeson, Andres Restart, Misclick. Where is Misclick? No. So, all right. So we had Super Metal Dave on the first one. So episode 2 of the Nintendo Prime podcast 2 months ago. We had Misclick Gaming and Game Over Jesse on at the same time. So, yes, I know who Misclick is. I am planning to contact her. She is doing a lot of live streams during E3, so she is going to be pretty busy during E3, but I am hoping to get her on at least in a post conversation when she's done streaming. But we'll see. She might be all worn out. It's one of those things that, hey, she's streaming all day. I get it. It's a lot of work. All right. You don't have to have any money, guys. No one has to have any money. What's up? I feel like Demise will make it. I really hope we get a Metroid Prime trilogy announced. I'd be so happy. All right. Let's start with that. Let's start with the Metroid Prime Trilogy HD. So, if you didn't catch my video earlier today, the former lead director of Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3, who left Retro Studios a decade ago, put out there today on Facebook, for some odd reason, he just decided to say something and said he doesn't think it's really realistic to expect a Metroid Prime Trilogy HD. Specifically because of basically 2 big reasons. One, he at the time that he left Retro Studios, the tools that they had to edit the code base were broken. So there was no way at the time that he left the studio to actually edit the original code in the way that they were editing it before when they put the trilogy together on Wii. So that's one reason. His other reason is he doesn't think it's possible to translate the game's motion controls to twin sticks in a realistic fashion. He thinks it'll break the game to do it. He says it might be able to be done. It would take a team of 4 or 5 people a whole year to do it, which I find kind of funny because Nintendo would obviously have more than 4 and 5 people working on this. So I don't know why that's a problem. What's interesting too is that he mentioned you could brute force it, and it's like, yeah, it's called emulating. That's what basically all brute force is. You emulate the game. What did Nintendo do with Super Mario Sunshine? Emulation. Who's to say they can't HD the trilogy and just run it through an emulator? Yeah, it's on a cartridge, so they can still run it through an emulator. I honestly think the guy just either, one, wanted attention, because I don't know what he's doing these days. I'm sure he's working at some studio somewhere. Or 2, was tired of people talking about Metroid Prime Trilogy HD. Remember, the people who told us Metroid Prime Trilogy HD is ready. This was back in 2018. We were told that the game is done. Okay? The people that told us that were Imran Khan, who at the time was a senior editor at Game Informer, Emily Rogers, you guys know who she is, and then obviously Liam Robertson, who is one of the people that works behind Did You Know Gaming. So those three people are like the people that all said Metroid Prime Trilogy HD is done. It's ready to go. But they're not releasing it yet because Metroid Prime 4 got rebooted. The plan, apparently, was to have Metroid Prime 4 come out in like 2019, right? That was the plan. Release Metroid Prime 4 in 2019, which maybe that would have filled out the first half of the year. I don't know. It could have been the first half of the year game. Remember, the first half of 2019 was a little bit lackluster. Second half was baller, but it was supposed to be like a 2019 game. And what was going to happen was the Metroid Prime Trilogy was going to come out roughly 6 months before Metroid Prime 4. So basically there was going to be a run-up where, hey, if you haven't, here's Metroid Prime 4 trailer, get hyped, coming out on this day. By the way, in like a month or in like a week or maybe even today, who knows how they release it, here is the Metroid Prime Trilogy HD to get you caught up before Metroid Prime 4. The problem is they had to reboot Metroid Prime 4. So because they rebooted Metroid Prime 4, it didn't matter that Metroid Prime Trilogy HD was done. Nintendo didn't want to release it and then wait years, literally years, until you could play Metroid Prime 4. So the prevailing thought is, yeah, they're just sitting on the Trilogy HD right now. They'll release it when they're ready to show off Metroid Prime 4. Which, a little bit of bad news on that. I'm still doing some digging. That's why I didn't make a video on it yet. And if I get something more concrete, I'll let you guys know. It sounds like from a couple people I'm talking to behind the scenes. Again, can't confirm this. This is just what I'm hearing. It's like news through the grapevine. Metroid Prime 4, earliest it's coming is 2023. Earliest. That's what I'm being told. Still doing some research into this because I don't want to like lose hope. I always figured 2022, but I'm hearing 2023. COVID killed it. Like, they really pushed things back, I was told. So, we'll see what happens. 2023 is a long ways away. Kind of sucks because it also means that Metroid Prime 4 potentially is releasing outside of the heyday of Switch. And that's a bit rough. Hey! We got a tip in here for $5. Let me rearrange my screen here so I can actually see the tips. All right. Well, that's not right. Get over here. Get over here. Yeah, that's right. So get over here. What are we? Mortal Kombat? J Digital has donated. Love the genuine passion you bring to the channel. Here's to a fun, chill stream. Zelda hype, baby. Yeah, man. Zelda hype. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate the support. And yeah, dude, Zelda hype all the way. Let me get your old shotty in here. For those wondering, for tonight's shots, we have Miller Lite for $1. Literally, it's just a shot of beer. People always worry, oh, you're over drinking. No, the most common shots are actually not that bad. We might, like last time we did this, we finished a single beer and half of one of these, which is like another half beer. Okay, this is a Bud Light Seltzer. This is replacing the $5 one right now. I ran out of Dr. McGillicuddy, so that's what we have. I have all the rest of the stuff, but we don't get too many of the massive donations. It's a lot of like $1, $2, $3, $5. So yeah, so it really keeps things safe around here too. But cheers, man. Thank you so much. Drink responsibly. I'm 35. I'm at home. I know my limits. I drink lots of water. I can't even remember the last time I was hungover. It's been a long time. I know how to manage myself. All right, let's get into some stuff here. Blame China for your games being delayed. I don't blame China. Here's why I don't blame China. This is a little off topic, but just briefly to touch on COVID for a brief moment, because I don't really want to spend much time on this. I'm in firm belief that COVID was in the U.S. long before the Wuhan breakout. I'm like 99% certain my grandma had COVID in 2019 during the summer. We just weren't calling it that then. She had literally, you go down the symptom checklist, every single thing was checked off, and she was on oxygen in the hospital. Now, she's fine. She did recover fully. Thank God. God bless her soul. But I'm just saying, I have a feeling that COVID was around way before the Wuhan breakout. In fact, there's some evidence suggesting COVID might have been around for the last 4 years. And that it's not actually new. We just didn't identify it. That's what some research is showing right now. But let's get into everything else going on here. So we talk about Metroid. What are you guys thinking about that Metroid news? Shigeru Miyamoto, the guy with Shigeru Miyamoto, Emily Rogers wouldn't know shit. I mean, she knew about literally Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle when nobody else was talking about it. Yeah, it sucks, but I thought it wasn't coming until 2023. See, I think that's the hard thing with Metroid Prime 4, right? It's that it kind of sucks to hear, we might not get it until 2023, but we also haven't seen the game, right? They rebooted it in what? Was it 2019? Spring of 2019 or was it 2018? Pretty sure it was 2019. So it's like they rebooted it then. That sucks. You know? It's good. That means, hey, the original one wasn't going well, so Nintendo canned it, but they didn't give up and they let Retro Studios take over, which I don't know how I don't know how my faith is right now in Retro Studios. Retro Studios hasn't put out a game since Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. So I don't have a lot. Everything Retro Studios has released has been great. But what the hell were they doing from then until Metroid Prime 4? Failing to get games out. That's what they've been doing. So, yeah, it's a little rough there. But, hey, you know what? We haven't seen a trailer for it yet. I just feel bad because Metroid Prime 4 was announced in 2017. And when that happened, I thought it was great news because, one, a Metroid game would release on a popular platform in the midst of the platform's peak popularity. We could actually see, can Metroid sell really, really well if it releases during the peak popularity of Switch. And now it kind of feels like it's going to be at the tail end of Switch. It's not going to be when Switch is the most popular, which is last year, this year, and next year, I feel. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Switch hasn't peaked. Maybe it's going to move 30 million this year, which would be 1 million more than last year. And then maybe next year it's moving 35 million. And the next year it's moving 40. And Switch is just breaking all the records. I don't know. Trying to predict how long the peak years of Switch are going to be is difficult because we're in the peak years. We just had 29 million Switches sell in the last fiscal year. We are in the peak years. We just don't know how long these peak years are going to last. We got another $1 donation in from the Artenusum. Said, you're acting like Donkey Kong Country and Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze aren't amazing. No. I'll get back to that. Like Retro is slow, but they also help develop DK content for other games as well. A few canceled projects doesn't mean doom and gloom, at least yet. So my faith is, okay. So when did Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze come out? Wasn't that 2014? I want to say? Or was it 2013? Let me look. I'm not saying they haven't developed factually anything that's come out, right? That's not what I'm saying. They obviously have developed stuff. The original release of Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, 2014. Beginning of 2014. So it's been over 7 years since they released a game. My thing is, it's not, here's the thing. Retro Studios has had a lot of staff turnover, right? After Metroid Prime trilogy was done, Metroid Prime 3 was done, a lot of the team started leaving. And then after Tropical Freeze was done, even more of the team started leaving. What makes up Retro Studio today is basically entirely new staff from what Retro Studio used to be the last time they released a game. So 7 years ago, the people that were working on Tropical Freeze then and wrapping it up and releasing it to today, it's almost an entire staff turnover in 7 years. So when you're talking about an entirely new staff, it's different. Because the faith you have in that studio is based on a staff that's no longer there. Okay, this is kind of like what happened with Rare, right? The faith Microsoft had in Rare had a lot to do with things they didn't understand about how Rare worked. Nintendo knew without the founders at Rare, the magic was going to be gone. So that's why Nintendo didn't want to buy the founders out of Rare, because they didn't want the founders leaving Rare. The founders wanted out. The founders were the creative minds behind a lot of the amazing projects that they did. Not that there weren't talents on the team. David Wise, amazing composer. Grant Kirkhope, amazing person. We see some of the talents that moved on and made ukulele. They had talent. Viva Pinata ended up being pretty good. But the point is that, hey, the masterminds behind that company were the owners. And Nintendo knew that. So when the owners wanted out, Nintendo didn't want to buy Rare. So Microsoft bought Rare. By the time Rare came around and finally put out another, good game, Sea of Thieves, that ended up becoming a good game, and now people are excited for Everwild, their next game, because, hey, look, they actually kind of did it with Sea of Thieves. Took them a bit, slowed out the gate, but they did it with Sea of Thieves. So now they're moving into, hey, let's now, maybe get excited about Everwild. But the teams making this stuff are entirely new. It's like a brand new studio. So that's why I don't have a ton of faith right now in Retro Studios, because the new team hasn't put out anything. And until they do, how do I know what it's going to turn out to be? The only faith we can have is that Nintendo saw a pitch for Metroid Prime 4 from the new team, and Nintendo decided to kick Bandai Namco off the game and give it to Retro. So, obviously Nintendo saw something with the new team that said, hey, we know you've been struggling, but here, we could trust you with this. So we'll see what happens. And maybe if they had trusted Retro Studios with it from the get-go, we would already have Metroid Prime 4. So we'll see what happens. Cheers, by the way. We have another $5 donation come in. Thank you so much. Groove. He says, are the people leaving directors? If it's technical people who left, a lot of new veterans came in. A lot of the directors left as well. Example. The lead director of Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3 ain't there anymore. He's gone. He's been gone a decade. He left in 2011. So, yeah, a lot of the directors left. A lot of everyone left. Now, to Retro Studios' credit, they have hired a lot of really good people. So a lot of the technical people, the programmers, the sound designers, they've brought in people from Naughty Dog. They've brought in people from Activision and other big companies. Like Retro Studios has hired a lot of industry veterans. And what's interesting about hiring the industry veterans is those industry veterans, they're not cheap, right? You could get entry-level guys for much cheaper. When I get out of college, I would be an entry-level programmer. But they're going for top-tier talent. Top-tier talent costs money, costs serious coinage. And, they decided to hire top-tier talent. Nintendo's letting them hire people that are very expensive. So we should have high expectations for Metroid Prime 4. And I think Retro's working on another game. I think they got 2 games going right now. I think most of the team's working on Prime 4, but I think they got a smaller team working on a side project. So we'll see what comes of that. We got a super chat coming in. Let me get this shoddy out of the way for AJC Player. I'm sorry, for Groove. It says, who talked about the directors leaving. We got a lot of people here excited in the chat. With all the new hires from Bungie, God of War, Jedi Fallen Order. I don't know why. Jewish Fallen Order. Jedi Fallen Order is what you meant. Tomb Raider. Yeah, dude, they hired a lot of big name people, like big name developers. So we'll see what happens, right? We got to see the game. Seeing is believing, right? That's what they say. Seeing is believing. AJC Player did a super chat and he's for $2. Thank you so much. Whoop whoop. Thank you so much for that $2 super chat. Twilight and Wind Waker, separate or double pack? That's a tough one. Nintendo knows they could get away selling them individually. But I also think if they plan to release Skyward Sword HD, The Wind Waker HD, Twilight Princess HD, so think about it, that's 3 games. Then you got Breath of the Wild 2. And they plan to release all 4 of these games. And then who knows if they have a Zelda 35 in the works, or if, whatever, they bring Ocarina of Time over as well, or some sort of eShop thing. Okay, so at least 4 games, right? In the next year. I feel like 2 of them have to be packaged together, right? We know Skyward Sword HD is on its own. Breath of the Wild 2 is obviously on its own. So then, why not package Twilight Princess and The Wind Waker together? You already re-released them in HD individually on Wii U. So if there was a game, Nintendo might be like, oh, we already got individual resales on these. Maybe these are the games we package together. So I hope that they double pack it. I hope they double pack it. They won't call it like Zelda 3D All Stars or anything, but like I hope they double pack it up. I think it would sell incredibly well as a double pack. They'd sell well individually too, but as a double pack, are you kidding me? I mean, they might hit 10 million as a double pack. You know how many people love Twilight Princess and the Wind Waker and all the new Zelda fans from Breath of the Wild? Yeah, double pack it up, especially if they're not going to be doing much. Cheers, them. Thank you so much. Lots of questions coming in. Haven't even gotten to the so-called new Zelda 35th rumors. I want to let you know, these new Zelda 35th rumors, there's a reason why I'm air quoting them. I think they're bullshit. Throwing that out there. It's why I don't have an individual video on it. I don't think they're real. But some outlets are picking up on it, and I don't know why. It's some of the dumbest. Let's put it this way. The source is 4chan, for crying out loud. Okay? Now look, 4chan has legit leaks, but like dime a dozen on these Zelda things on 4chan, right? Dime a dozen. There's at least fake Zelda 35th Direct leaks, like 10 of them a day on 4chan. Right? I don't cover them. So I figured I'd talk about this one just because a website called Gadget Crutches, which gets okay traffic, it gets like, it gets about 30,000 people a day, covered it. And I was like, really? Really? Why are you covering this, man? I guess just to get clicks. Now, I'm not going to link to their article, but I will talk about what was said in it. And some of the wording's a little weird too, right? But we'll get into that in a moment. We got a couple questions in the chat. How far along are you in your program for college? At the end of this month, I will be halfway done. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh! Living on a prayer. One thing I like about doing that auto-tune stuff is that it throws off the chords, and because it throws it off, I can't get copyright claim for the lyrics. It's great. It's great. So yeah, about halfway done. Once I get to June here. Tyler writes, what do I expect? For what? Expect for what? 4chan's reliable 0.25% of the time, so I don't see an issue. Rumors are rumors. They're always interesting to look into. Noah Hankel, live. Oh, I can't sing it. If I sing the lyrics, I get copyright claimed. Like if I sing without using the auto-tune stuff. Oh man. All right, are you guys ready? Ready to talk about these Zelda 35th rumors? Are you ready? Let me check my phone. Make sure I got no important things coming in from the old fiance. Did I miss a donation? I did miss a donation. Hold on. Groove donated $3 a moment ago. See, it's good thing I checked my phone. It gives me notifications on donations. Groove donated $3, and he said, for what it's worth, Nintendo recently invested in Retro's office spaces during COVID lockdowns in Texas. I think Nintendo still has faith the same way they do for Next Level Games and Luigi's Mansion. And I think Next Level Games is now working on stuff too. So yep, I agree there. All right, cheers.
Let's get into the Zelda rumors.
All right, here we go. Zelda 35th rumors coming from gadgetcrutches.com. I am not going to link to them because I think they're clickbaiting like crazy on this. That's why I don't trust any of this, but I scared people. Doesn't sound the same without the thing. Here we go. This is supposedly, here's the hugest red flag off the bat. Contents of the Zelda 35th Anniversary Direct. The direct date in the image provided on 4chan is June 11th, the day before E3. I mean, are you even trying? I gotta be honest. If you're gonna make some shit up, are you even trying? Why would Nintendo do a Zelda-only Direct right before E3? Like, why wouldn't that just be part of the E3 coverage if they were gonna do it? Why? I don't get it. Because it could overshadow anything that happens the next day. So why would you do that? That makes no sense. But whatever. Here's the contents of that Direct. An extended trailer for Skyward Sword HD. I mean, Okay, thanks for stating the obvious. Announcement for the return of the Wind Waker. So Wind Waker HD. Here's the thing. According to this, it's releasing on its own as a solo release globally on November 13th, 2021. And what they say in it is that the game will feature new dungeons. So they're adding content to the Wind Waker HD. That's according to this 99.9% fake crap that Gadget Crutch has reported off 4chan. Next up, there will be a Hyrule Village update for Animal Crossing New Horizons. I mean, okay. They're just adding Zelda items. Got it. Okay. Like, I expect them to do that, right? They did it for Mario. They do it for other games. I expect that. That's like expected. Okay. Nintendo Store will receive pins and postcards celebrating the 35 years of Zelda. Again, should be expected. They did pins for Mario. I expect that, right? Like that's normal. All right. Next, announcement of Zelda Dungeon Force. Dungeon Force. Dun, dun, dun. A free-to-play game for Nintendo Switch and phones that will arrive in the winter. Don't know what that is. Here's what's weird. This is where we get our first, like, that's not what the game's called. Hyrule Warriors Age of Cataclysm expansion trailer. That's not the name of the game. It's not called Age of Cataclysm. So, anyways. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity expansion trailer, which I think is totally expected. I don't know why they call it Cataclysm. Maybe that's what it's called in a different country. I have no idea. Maybe I'm way off because I'm in the U.S. So I know mostly about what the U.S. names are. All right, and then we get a name for Breath of the Wild, which, by the way, is pretty much bullshit because I don't think like hardly any of the Nintendo employees even know what the name is. But the presentation will feature obviously basically the debut gameplay trailer for Zelda Breath of the Darkness. I mean, come on. How unoriginal is that? And it'll arrive in January 2022. That is what these highly, highly fake, super bullshit 4chan rumors say. 99.99999 repeating fake, right? I think we can all admit that, right? It's pretty dumb. It's clearly not real. There's no way. And so you see why I didn't make an individual video on it. I could have made an individual video on today, probably got like 10,000 views on it, and I'm like, why? It's a spread of misinformation, right? But we could talk about it on a live stream. We can have some fun with it, right? We could poke at it. We can dream a little bit. Hey, it'd be cool if they released the Wind Waker with extra dungeons. Wouldn't that be sweet? But like, you know, it's not happening. None of this is happening. Well, I shouldn't say none of it's happening, but still, it's kind of cool to talk about during a stream, you know? So I feel like during a stream, you know, we're live. I can tell you guys, hey, like, this isn't, you know, this is bullshit. I don't have to like pretend it's real. It's not. Considering the pre-orders for the expansion pass start on May 21st, I'd assume, yeah. I'm presuming we're getting a trailer for that very soon for the expansion pass. That's a shit name, yeah. Talk about a bad name. I think you do a Zelda Direct. So you don't have all the E3, just Zelda? Yeah, I don't think so. I could make a better rumor than that, says Joycey J. You should. You should go on 4chan and make a better one and see if news outlets pick it up. Boom, we dropped like 20 viewers. Everyone's like, bullshit. Of course it was bullshit. That people would think, I mean, I air quoted. I tried to air quote. I failed at it, but I tried. What is going on? What is my computer doing? Time to refresh. I really hope. No, Streamlabs isn't locked up, so the stream should be fine. It's just YouTube being dumb. Let me close this. I think I need to restart. You're all good. I should still be live. I gotta restart my browser. I think I had a cache overload. Cache overload. Anyways, you guys got any questions for me in the chat? You can at me in the chat, at Nintendo Prime, get your questions in. I'm going to pop off with a quick fiver, Not a 5-minute, but, hold on. What is this? I unironically think Silent Princess is a dope name. Silent Princess. I'll give you, it's unique. It is unique. Is that are my things still not working? I've been trying to get this to work. The alert box is just not working. Hold on. Come on, alert box. Party time. Yeah, we'll get the party time. Why isn't it working? It's making the sound effect. It's not showing anything. Hold on. Donations. What's it supposed to show? Yeah, why is it not working? I don't get it. See, that's something I gotta figure out too. Why this isn't working before E3. Party time! Woo! $5 super chat! Woo! All right. How's it going? All right, let's see here. What are you wanting out of Breath of the Wild 2? Dungeons? The same overworld, but expanded, and then with a new reason to explore the same overworld. Like, I don't know, something happens to the world. I don't know what, but something. Less Korok seeds. Game Over Jesse's in the chat. Shout out to my boy GOJ. Dude, I really hope, hey. Oh, Jesse, I know you had a big meeting, and I hope it went well. I hope your meeting went well, man. If you want to spread some love to me, Jesse, and try to send your fans here, I mean, maybe a nice community post on your YouTube channel would be great. Nice. Look at me just shilling. Jesse, send me your fans. I was going to say you could tweet me out, but I mean, does anyone even follow your Twitter, Game Over Jesse? I'm actually like not joking. I check your Twitter following and you got a few thousand, but I don't see anyone ever interact with your stuff besides like me, Chublima, and Daniel are like the only people that interact with your tweets. It's weird. E3 in a bottle. What is it? Genie in a bottle, baby? No one reads Twitter. That's not true. I'm on Twitter. I read it sometimes. All right, we got some questions coming in. Which Zelda port would you like most to see on Switch? Majora's Mask. I hope E3 is full of wonderful games to play. So do I, Ice Sonic. I really hope so. We got Beard in with a question. What's your thoughts on amiibos in general? And do you think there's a chance for some reprints or the HD re-releases? Definitely a chance for reprints. And I think they're really neat collectibles. I don't really like the in-game uses for them. I think Nintendo should have just had amiibos as in-game collectibles. DeFox says, as upset as people get over Wii U ports, if Nintendo charges $60 each for Twilight Princess HD and Wind Waker HD, they're going to be pissed because they're charging $560 for ports of ports. Yep. And they're going to get away with it if they do it. You think Nintendo cares about people being critical of them when they sell 5 to 10 million copies at $60 a pop? I don't really think they care. What third-party game are you looking forward to this year on the Switch? Good question. It'd be nice to finally see Shin Megami Tensei 5 come out, huh? It's got a date of this year. They claim it's coming this year. So it would be finally nice to get Shin Megami Tensei 5 out. Eric Isaac says, you're the only YouTube live I actually try to catch live. Thanks for the great content. No problem, man. How many of you guys were at the podcast the other night? Was it Wednesday? How many of you guys caught the Wednesday podcast live? Did you guys like that live podcast? Do you want me to do it live again next week? Because I'll gladly do it live again. We had a lot. We were over 300 viewers on that one live. It was great. Over 7,000 views on that podcast. It is now the most watched podcast episode in channel history. Do you think we'll get something for Star Fox this year? No. I mean, I feel like Nintendo, there's like a chance that they port Star Fox Zero at some point. I just think they're very disappointed in how Star Fox Zero did, which I think is a little bit unfair because one, it was on Wii U. If you're not a tentpole franchise, you weren't selling anything on Wii U. I hope that they give it a shot. Like, with how popular Switch is, now's the time to bring back IPs that maybe didn't have a fair shake at the right time. A Star Fox game this year would be great. But I don't think we're going to get one this year. I want one, RZ. I just don't think they're making one. Let's see here. Just said, I think Retro is a Metroid Prime trilogy was finished and planned for about a year. Yep, and they had to hold off. Yeah, I agree on that. I agree on that game over Jesse. Rydal says, do you think Platinum Games will be putting out more games like Astral Chain? Or do you think they'll just concentrate on the Bayonetta franchise? Platinum Games puts out other games. They put games out on all platforms. So Platinum Games is not like an exclusive thing. They did Astral Chain. We're going to get Bayonetta 3 next. I don't know what we get after that. I mean, technically we got the Wonderful 101 ported, but it got ported to all systems. So they don't just concentrate on Bayonetta. Platinum has multiple teams. The question is, what is Nintendo going to task them with or ask them to make after Bayonetta 3? I have no idea. The $560 was a typo. I figured you meant 60, but I was like, hey, if you want to exaggerate. What NES and SNES games do you want on Switch? All of them. Home Alone. I'm not even kidding. Home Alone SNES, I want that on Switch now. And The Lion King now. What's the big deal about Animal Crossing? It's like a life simulator with animals. You could terraform now, which is cool. You could swim. It's just a relaxing game. That's all. Great, a big time waster, which was perfect during the pandemic when people had a lot of time at home and they were trying to not think about how crappy the world is. I was at the podcast at Noah Henkel. It was great. Nice, man. Oh, we got a big $20 super chat in. Invest in cryptocurrency. You'll thank me later. I can't wait for Breath of the Wild 2. So, big thing with crypto. We could talk about cryptocurrency for a moment. I'm savvy, right? I'm savvy. It's a Yag bomb right there for $20. Here's the deal. I think cryptocurrency is great. And if you have the money to invest in it, absolutely do. I don't have the kind of money to invest. Like, you can get into cryptocurrency in a couple ways. One, you can obviously buy the GPUs and build the systems to crypto mine. And then hope that you pay off the cost of your hardware and then make a profit on top. Or you could just literally buy cryptocurrency with real world money. The problem, of course, being that any of the cryptocurrency worth a damn is super expensive just to get a single coin. Now, you could buy partial coins, of course. But you don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin, right? You could buy like 0.0005 of a Bitcoin or whatever, right? But I just don't like that concept. I'd rather own the whole Bitcoin, which again is really expensive. Now, there's other ways to invest as well. Everyone who got in on Dogecoin, I mean, how happy are they right now? If they got in on it when it was like 0.0003 of a cent. Like I have one buddy of mine, he put $1,000 into it, and right now he's a freaking millionaire. He cashed out last week. He's a millionaire now. Insane. I didn't have the guts to do it. When all this stuff was happening with the GameStop stock, and I knew GameStop was, at the time I was thinking about the GameStop stock, it wasn't a good time to invest. It already was up in the hundreds. So that wouldn't have been a good time to invest. But I knew that Dogecoin was next because people were going crazy with it, and I just didn't bite it. And I wish I would have, because I could have been a millionaire right now. I was going to put a couple thousand in the Dogecoin, and I didn't do it. So it is what it is. The bubble's going to burst on that too someday. But cheers. What I have learned is pay attention to the stock market a bit more, Nate. Because maybe, just maybe, one of these trends you can get on early before it blows up and then get rich. So I'm going to pay a bit more attention to the stock market. Maybe take a few risks here and there. But thank you so much for the $20, man. I appreciate it. What's the big deal? Oh, I already answered that one. I mean, we got a lot of questions coming in. Thank you guys so much for all the questions. See, you guys don't have to super chat or donate to get your questions in. It just bumps it to the top of the list. Do you think Platinum Games will be putting out more? Oh, I already read that one. Scrolling on down. Wave Race or 1080 snowboarding. Which do you think we'll see return first? Wave Race. Wave Race lasted longer. 1080 snowboarding was like a single game. They did have Snowboard Kids back in the day too. Nintendo owns that IP, and I think they did 2 or 3 of those games. But Wave Race lasted the longest, and because it's a type of racer that's fundamentally different from Mario Kart, I think it's the kind of racer that could come back if Nintendo wanted to. Will they? I don't know. But I hope so. Hope so someday. I hope we haven't seen the last of Wave Race. Matthew Lewis says, do you think they will do anthology, trilogy, or standalone games? You're talking about I assume the moment I saw anthology, I thought you meant 35th anniversary. So like a Zelda 3D All-Stars, something like that. Or like an anthology collection where it's like 5-6 games. I don't know. I think they're going to do a twin pack for Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. Maybe a twin pack for Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Maybe. We'll see. I'd like all 4 in one. That would be perfect. That's like an anthology. That's a 3D All-Stars right there. But I don't think they're going to do that. Maybe they will. Maybe they will. And they just didn't think Skyward Sword HD would have fit in there because Skyward Sword HD didn't sell very well the first time. Animal Crossing is made for stoners. I disagree with that, man. So my fiance's a stoner. My fiance has put like 150 hours into Animal Crossing, and she doesn't even play video games. She's not a stoner. Animal Crossing is for everyone. E for everyone for a reason. Literally, it's a game for everyone. $20 in Doge. Let's go. I mean, if someone wants to invest for me, like Sunnyside Z, if you want to be like, hey, I'll take a couple $100 and I'll invest for you. So it's not really a risk to me. I mean, sure. I'm not going to say no because it's your money, but I'm not investing in Doge. Too late, I feel. It's too late to invest. Even if it's going to end up hitting $1 someday, it's too late. The return on that still wouldn't be that great. So, well, then I would quit YouTube. Logic bugs. No. If I would have gotten the Dogecoin back when I was debating on it, back when it was super, super cheap, and I knew that GameStop was probably getting close to plateauing. So if I would have gotten into Dogecoin then when I was thinking about it, this was like back in January, I was thinking about it. When everyone was talking about GameStop, I was watching Dogecoin as I'm like, oh, wait a second. This might be next. The thing is even if I would have cashed out, because I was probably going to cash out at 50 cents, right? When it hit 50. And been like, had like $1.8 million after taxes. It's probably closer to like $1 million because the government's going to take half the money. But whatever. I wouldn't quit YouTube. I'd be doing YouTube full time. I'd go on vacation for a moment, of course. I would reinvest some of that money so it's there for me later in life. But yeah, I basically would not go to college. Is all that would happen. What would happen is that instead of me focusing on college and my other job and working towards, becoming a big time programmer and making a good income, I would just say, screw it. I got $1 million in the bank. I'm doing YouTube full time. We're going to make YouTube my full time job. And I'm going to be able to ride out YouTube until I'm big enough that it realistically is making enough to be my full time job. Instead, YouTube is kind of like this. It's kind of like this. I love doing it. I'm going to do it for as long as I can. And hopefully it keeps growing. And if it keeps growing and it becomes realistic to keep it part of my life once I get out of college, great. That's what I want. Realistically, it'd be great to do YouTube for a living. But I'm not there. And I know I might never get there. That's why I'm in college. I know I might never get there. Well, that's not the only reason. Losing a prior job that was paying me really well is also why. A prior job that unfortunately doesn't give me the experience I need for a good paying job elsewhere. I was just really, really good at this one thing. That's one thing I was really good at. I feel like I'm getting good at YouTube. Maybe. You guys have to let me know. Am I good at this? Am I good at these live streams? Am I good at my videos? Am I good enough for you? I hope so, because I have no idea. I don't watch my own content because I spend so much time editing it that by the time I'm done editing it, I'm done. You guys can watch it. I'm good. Don't worry, Nate. Nothing a few time shift stones can't fix. Oh, jeez. With Switch Pro rumors continuing, do you think current Joy-Cons will be compatible? I assume they will. So if they do update the Joy-Cons, I don't think the old Joy-Cons are going to suddenly be incompatible. I think they'll be able to connect. I don't know if you'll be able to slide them on the side, though. The Switch Pro might have a new rail system, and if it does, then you won't be able to use the old Joy-Cons directly on the side. Will you be able to sync them up and use them in general? Absolutely. Just like you can with the Switch Lite. So that'll be interesting to find out if they use the same rail system to allow you to use old Joy-Con. Heck, maybe you prefer the old ones over the new ones. That's another thing that could happen, too. Plus, a lot of people have like 10 sets of them, and they want to swap. I could have been a millionaire from Ethereum, but I lost access to my account. Yeah, that sucks. Tracy the Dog said, with Switch... Oh, wait, I already read that one. That was supposed to be a secret. I have it on good authority. Miyamoto himself absolutely loves Wave Racer. Do you think they'll reveal more news of Metroid Prime 4 to the C3? I'm sorry, no. I mean, it's just my opinion. I'm not Nintendo. They absolutely could. Blow my mind, Nintendo. Blow my mind. Make me a believer. But, how good is your programming? What kind of results can you code? I wouldn't say I'm great. I'm passable. I can do some Java web programming. I've been able to do HTML and CSS for a long time. Something I used to do a lot when I was younger. I can code in VB. I wouldn't say I'm like super proficient. I can hold my own in, like, if you give me a program in VB and you want me to like maintain it or error check it and stuff like that, I can do all that. I don't know any C or C++ yet. I'm struggling a bit with Java outside of web programming, like just JavaScript on its own. I'm struggling a little bit, but it's all right. It's one of those things that I'm not graduated yet, so I could do what any student can do halfway through college, right? Which is, hey, we can program a little. We're not useless, but we're also not that useful either compared to people who've been doing this for years. Jinchurky says, you're great, man. Noah Hankel, I love your content, Nintendo Prime. Yes, I enjoy them. Yes, you are good. Prepare to be blown, Nate. Whoa. Game over, Jesse. Hold up.
Prepare to be blown, Nate.
Is that you jumping all over my you-know-what? Guys, game over, Jesse. Stop. Game over, Jesse. Stop jumping on my D. Game over, Jesse, just jumping all over my D. Stop it. I'm also guessing you can't talk about your meeting today. I know you told people you had a meeting today, but I'm guessing you can't talk about it. Because I figured you would have already messaged me if you could talk about it. I did ask you, though, to put in a good word for me. Did you? Probably not. You're probably too nervous. I understand. Matthew Lewis with, was that euros or was that pounds? I think it's euros, isn't it? $4.99. Thank you so much, Matthew Lewis. He says, you will get there through YouTube. I prefer your videos to other YouTubers. What's your most wanted port to Switch? Well, first off, thank you for preferring my content. I don't bad talk other YouTubers. We all have our unique styles. As for my most wanted port to Switch, my most wanted port. Okay, most wanted port. I got to think hard on ports. Kingdom Hearts 3. Am I allowed? Is it okay for me to go third party, or you want me to go to Nintendo? Third party. I want Kingdom Hearts 3 on Switch. I want the whole Kingdom Hearts trilogy on Switch, or more than a trilogy. I want all the Kingdom Hearts games on Switch. Cheers, man. Yo, let's get Game Over Jesse on the stream. If you want. Jesse, you want to hop on Discord? Come on the stream? Totally up to you. I'm not going to say no. What am I going to say? The crowd is asking. The crowd can get what they want. It's up to Jesse. I might even be able to put his video feed, if I do this right, on the stream. Actually, I know I can do it. I know I can get him on his video feed on the stream. He'd just be up in this corner right here. See this little corner I'm not using? That's where I would slap Game Over Jesse. Just slap him there. Or any of my other YouTube friends if they're watching and want to come on. I can't say anything at this moment, but I literally have the NDA contract ready to be signed. I just don't have a printer or scanner to print it out and scan to send. So, obviously, Game Over Jesse, you're going to have to go to like a library or, a print shop or Walmart even. You can download a PDF and then print it off at Walmart. So you're going to have to go somewhere like that to get it printed if you don't have a printer. I have 2 printers in my house. I wish you could just come here and print it off. But, you can't talk to me about it because it's NDA. Yeah, that's pretty cool. As for scanning it, you can do that with your phone. You can download a scan app on your phone, so you don't have to have a scanner. So you got to get it printed off somewhere, and then you just sign it, and then you could take a picture. They only need the page with your signature on. I'm speaking as someone who's signed NDAs before. You can download free scanner apps on your phone, and then you can just scan it with your phone and just send it as a PDF back to them. Just letting you know, because I'm assuming you haven't. Is this the first time you've had to sign an NDA? I'm not sure if it's your first time. I've had to sign NDAs from Nintendo. I've had to sign NDAs from WB, Square Enix, and like one other company I've had to sign NDAs for. I still have an NDA over something I heard at E3 back in frickin' 2018. An NDA I signed that I still can't talk about, and I have no idea if that game's ever coming to Switch. I had to sign an NDA over it. I don't bad talk others. It's just preference. I like other YouTubes like Game Over Jesse. I like their style, but I like how you review. How I review what? I don't. That's the one thing. Like, does anyone even remember the last game I reviewed on this channel? Anyone at all? I don't really do a lot of reviews. I will give my impressions. I signed a few with Nintendo a long time ago. Yeah, I've had those Zelda game NDAs in the past, but I've had a bunch of those back in the Zelda Informer days. I'm pretty sure I got let me see, I got Spirit Tracks, Skyward Sword, I got Breath of the Wild technically, but there was Massus intervened, so then I ended up not getting it. Whoa! Hold up! It's party time. $50 super chat. How's it going, Sunnyside Z? He's trying to tell me what to do with it, though. All right. Put it in Bitcoin. You'll have $100,000 in 4 years. You're welcome. I like your style. Thanks so much, Sunnyside Z. You want me to put 50 in Bitcoin? So are you trying to tell me if I put $50 in Bitcoin, I'll have 100? I mean, I can go put 50 in Bitcoin. You think Bitcoin's going to be that big in 4 years? Because Bitcoin's gone up and down a lot. Let me see here. Hold on. So like Bitcoin, one Bitcoin's 57,000 right now. Let's see here. Trying to get here's the 5 year. So, let's go 1 year. Yeah, so Bitcoin went up a lot towards the end of 2020, and then in 2021 it's really blown up. So like if you had one Bitcoin back in October of 2020, it was worth 10 grand. Today, I mean, you're talking 57,000. That's a big jump. You honestly think Bitcoin's going to keep spiking like that though? Because I mean, we've never seen Bitcoin's as high as it's ever been. Basically, the last month or so, it's like the highest it's ever been. But that also makes me feel like it's going to come down, right? It's not going to stay this high. Like, once the pandemic's over, are people going to keep investing this hard in Bitcoin? I think a lot of this is kind of like pandemic spikes. That's my feeling on it. But I also am not, big into crypto. But you think if I put $50 in, it'll be 100,000? It seems like a bit extreme. Because $50 is what, like 0.0000001 of a Bitcoin? I just don't see how that's going to be worth 100 grand in 4 years. That small of an amount. I can see if I owned a single Bitcoin. If I owned one Bitcoin right now that was worth 57,000, okay, I could see maybe that in 4 years doubling in price at some point, right? Because then that'd be a 50K profit. I just don't think $50. I don't think $50 is going to turn into 100K. I could be wrong. Yeah, I have a feeling that Bitcoin's going to go down. All of 2020 was when to invest in Bitcoin. You know, if you had a savings, if you had like 100 grand in the bank, you know, you put 50,000, get 5 Bitcoin. You know, you'd be freaking making bank right now. Not as much as you do on Dogecoin. Dogecoin was the big one. But Sunnyside, thank you so much for the $50 dono. So the mystery shot today, we're going to finish off the Pumpkin Jacko-Blast, Captain Morgan. We're going to finish her off. I got one shot left in this, I think. So we're going to finish off the Captain Morgan Jacko-Blast. This Captain Morgan is 4 years old. The cap was on like this. So the cap was not on all the way. So it wasn't sealed. It's extra fermented. I would say just a guesstimate based on drinking straight Everclear before, that this thing is close to 60% alcohol based on my experience with Everclear. And that's it. Empty. We got an empty bottle. Here, tip it over to... Guess there's a drop that comes out. Nope. That's it. Drinking the last. Thank you so much for the $50 though, man. That's great. I mean, I'll take $50 right now and throw it in crypto. If you're telling me, if you're serious that $50 is going to turn into 100K, I can risk $50. I mean, what's $50? You know, I could probably pull it out. You know, even if crypto crashes, right? You know, I mean, what? I could probably still pull 20 back if crypto crashed. You know, if Bitcoin crashed. I have some Dogecoin shares, and I'm really hoping I'm gonna make some profit. Well, when did you get in on it, Bird? What'd you buy in at? What'd you buy in at with Dogecoin? What's Dogecoin at right now? Dogecoin is at hold on. Dogecoin is at, it's right around 70. It's really close to 70 cents. 69 cents, 70, somewhere in there. The highest it's peaked was 72. But I mean, it's obviously way, way up. 32% up just in the last 24 hours. But I mean, I think it's gonna hit $1. I think Dogecoin's gonna hit $1. I don't know if it's gonna go much higher than $1 though. Cheers to whatchamacallit. We have another super chat in. I feel bad, Matthew Lewis, so 1 second. That is some booze. Holy crud. Like no pumpkin in that anymore.
Oh, Matthew Lewis. Apology when I say reviews. I meant news.
Grab a bud.
All right. Grab a bud. It's actually a Miller today. It's a Miller, not a bud. But thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's a Miller Lite today. I'm from Wisconsin, so Miller originally started in Milwaukee in Wisconsin. And I don't know. I don't have anything to do with Bud Lights. I'll drink Bud Lights too. Like this is like right here. This is a Bud Light seltzer. But these are 5. These are 5. But yeah, I mean, obviously I got Miller and Bud together. Like I clearly don't care. I'll drink a Coors. There's some that I like. Natty Ice is disgusting. Old Milwaukee is also really disgusting. Cheers though, guys. Modern economics is crazy. Yeah, it is. You don't know drinks in America? That's all right. Grab a Bud. Hey, Budweiser, Bud Light, very popular beer in Wisconsin, in the United States. So is Miller Lite and Miller. So, what's up with the Zelda news so far? Says Robert Jackson. Well, we went over what was some likely fake stuff. This is why I didn't make an individual video on it, because it was some likely fake 4chan shit. I could check to see if we got anything else going on in the rumor mill. You guys want me? I mean, I could talk about some of the rumors from the podcast. That podcast was 3 hours. So I know some of you guys didn't get the podcast, right? Right? Some of you guys didn't get it. So, like some of the stuff in the podcast, there was a lot. One thing I might make a separate video on is the Virtual Console. Because what might be happening with Nintendo and their retro games is a massive change over what's happening today. So I've debated on making a separate video on it for tomorrow, for Saturday. kind of having that video go out on Saturday, and I'll mention obviously at the beginning, but hey, we went over this in the podcast, so therefore right at the beginning, if you're watching, like, oh yeah, I heard this in the podcast, I don't have to watch this video, that's fine. But I know there's people who didn't watch the podcast. It's 3 hours, right? So I think I might split that out in its own video and talk about it. Talk about the virtual console. So I can talk about it right now too if you guys want, because this stuff comes from Samus Hunter 2, who so far has been super reliable. She's gotten so much stuff right. Crypto is terrible for the environment. Crypto mining takes 0.5% of all energy in the world. The problem with energy is I don't really care about the energy use. I care about how we're making it. So in my town, all the energy is provided by a dam. And yeah, dams can be bad for the environment. This dam's been around so long, I think the environmental impacts pretty much already happened at this point. It's been around for over 100 years. So I don't feel too bad about energy in my area. But not everyone's like that. Not everyone's wind, not everyone's solar. There's nuclear power plants. There's obviously still coal plants out there. There's Sweden. Sweden gets like 70% of their power from garbage. They have no garbage in their country anymore. Like the dumps, there's nothing there. They turned garbage into energy. And now they're getting garbage from their neighbors next door. To get the power going because they ran out of garbage. Kind of cool. We wasting energy on streetlights. Is Game Boy Advance coming? Ooh. Do you only drink Pilsner or lighter beer? Mostly Pilsner stuff. I don't really, because this is a Pilsner beer. A fine Pilsner. Mostly what I drink. I don't go with the heavy stuff. I've had heavier beers. I've had the dark beers. Not a huge fan of them. You can argue because I'm not a huge fan of them, it means you don't really like beer. Sure. Wouldn't it be odd if none of those fake names are true? Wouldn't it be odd? Or do you think they're going to be making games for the original Switch for? What do you think? What are they going to be making games for original Switch for a while still? Oh, do you think they're going to be, says Josh Like it? Yeah, oh yeah. Even a Switch Pro comes out this year, right? Or early next year. Let's just be safe. In the next 12 months, Switch Pro comes out. Are they still going to be making games for the original Switch? Yes. How long? For the lifetime of the Switch platform. 3-4 years. Switch Pro is not a replacement for Switch. Just like new 3DS was not a replacement for the 3DS. 3DS still got support all the way to the end. Same thing will happen here. Now, will there be some exclusive games? Yeah, especially from third parties. Like Minecraft on 3DS was exclusive, or was it? Maybe it wasn't exclusive. I think it just ran better. Whatever the case might be. There were some exclusive games on new 3DS, but it wasn't a lot. So will there be some exclusives? Sure. But from Nintendo, all their major games are going to be on all Switch platforms all the way to the end. So you don't have to ever get a Switch Pro. A craft Pilsner has a lot of flavor. It just shows the mass-produced stuff is watered down. Yeah, the thing is, I'm not a huge... Here's the thing. To me, I never liked the taste of beer. What happened is... Here's the funny story. Here's how I got into drinking, all right? When I was younger, my dad... there was a party at the house, and my dad used to be a big, heavy drinker. He's quit now. Good for him. He's totally sober. He has a problem with booze, so I'm glad that he was able to straighten that out. It took a long time. Almost destroyed his marriage, but it did. He's good. Everything's good with my parents. So... I was like 10, right? And my dad was drinking a beer. And I went up to him and I said, hey, can I try it? And my dad said, oh, sure, here, take a swig. Back then, it was legal, by the way. Didn't matter what age you were. If you're drinking with your parents, you're allowed to drink. It's not against the law. So he wasn't breaking the law to let me have a drink. It's totally fine. He's my dad. He could say that. He could have took me to the bar and let me drink. At 10, believe it or not. Anyways, that's the way the laws worked in Wisconsin. This was not a countrywide thing. This is literally, Wisconsin had a law that you could go drink with your parents. Anyways, so I took a swig. It was the grossest, most disgusting thing I ever drank in my life. Didn't touch a drop of alcohol again, assuming that alcohol is disgusting and not fun and not understanding. Plus, my dad was kind of an alcoholic for a little bit and wasn't very good about it. So I didn't touch a drop of booze until I turned 21. Okay? After I had that swig of beer, I don't even know what kind of beer it was. I just remember it being really gross. Kind of like the first time I tried smoking. I took a puff. This is freaking disgusting. Why would you keep doing this? This literally feels like I'm taking a chunk of road and trying to eat it. Ugh. So, got to 21. And I wasn't planning to do anything special. It was my 21st birthday. Actually, it was the day before my 21st birthday. Sorry. It was July 4th. My birthday is July 5th. And you guys know we'll be streaming and having fun on July 5th. But my birthday was the party at my parents for my 21st was on July 4th, because we usually get together on July 4th for fireworks and all that. So we just tend to like combo my party in with July 4th because the family's all together. So it just kind of works. So my parents got me a 1.75 liter of Dr. Cherry. You know, what's usually a $5 shot of Dr. Cherry. And then they bought me a 24 pack of Mountain Dew. And they said, you're supposed to mix these together and drink them. I'm like, okay. Now, I still had a room at my parents' house at the time. I wasn't living with my parents, but for some reason, they didn't convert my old room yet. They did convert it like a year later, but they didn't yet. So, after we did the whole firework thing, I told my parents, hey, I think I'm going to have a few drinks because I've never had them before. I'm going to spend the night. I'm not going to drink and drive or anything. I'm not going to go back to my home. And they said, cool, go in your room, have some fun. So went in my room. I was playing some video games. I downed the entire 1.75 and the entire 24 pack of Mountain Dew. Drank it all. What would happen is I would crack a new can. Like, look at this. I got a can of Dr. Pepper cream soda here, 0 sugar. I would drink it down halfway. So I would go, get it down to halfway. Because I had no idea how much you're supposed to mix volume, right? I figured, go half and half. I would put half, I would then pour till the can was half full with Cherry Doctrine all the way to the top. And then I would just keep slamming it. I just go, goop. I just kept going. I had no idea what you're supposed to do. I was curious on what being drunk felt like. I just wanted to feel it one time. And I'm like, you know what? What better time? I turned 21 at midnight. What better time to find out what getting drunk feels like? Ended up drinking it all. Blacked out. I mean, even Dr. Cherry, you drink a 1.75. I think that's taking most people out. Blacked out. Woke up the next day at like noon. My parents knew I was drinking. They walked in. At some point, they realized I drank the whole bottle. I guess they checked my vitals to make sure they had taken me to the hospital. I woke up. I walked out. My parents had some food ready for me. Because they thought for sure I was gonna just be so hungover, right? So they had like a giant breakfast hangover meal, ready, right? They're old school hangover cures that are out there. I walk out there at noon, and so my parents are just waiting. They're just waiting for me to throw up. They're waiting for whatever. They're preparing because I went overboard, right? I walk out and I go, well, I don't really remember anything past like 11 last night. Yeah, okay. How you feeling? I feel fine. No hangover. 0 hangover. And they're like, why don't you have a hangover? I didn't know. I didn't know how hangovers worked at the time, right? I know now. It's about being dehydrated. It's not really about the booze. You can get hangovers off dehydration. It's about being dehydrated. If you drink enough water, you can drink a shit ton of booze. You won't get a hangover. You might still black out, but you're not going to get a hangover. At the time, I was still working out a lot. I was still pounding down like 2 gallons of water a day. I was a very well-hydrated kid at the time. I had a 6-pack. I know it doesn't look like it because I put on a lot of weight since then, but dude, I was freaking fit, man. I was fit. So, anyways, I didn't have a hangover, and they're like, what the hell? I literally went home, was fine, played some video games, and then I went out for my 21st birthday. I said, man, I survived a 1.75. What the hell else is going to happen? So I went out on my 21st birthday, and, well, let me see. That night, I danced on the bar. I had never been to a bar before. I danced on the bar. I drank them out of Patron. Had no idea what Patron even was. I didn't realize it was tequila. No one told me it was tequila. I just said, what's the strongest booze you got? Patron. Cool. Give me Patron. Don't know what it is. I knew at the time. I know now. I partied hard. I was dancing. I'm like, dude, this is great. No wonder people like going to the bars. They got all the music I like, all the modern music, dancing. Look at all the hot women around. This is great. I'm smooth as hell. I'm hot as shit. I lift my shirt up. Women see the six pack. They're all talking to me. They all want me. I hadn't had sex at this point in my life either. I avoided it all through high school. So I'm like, this is awesome. And I had a one-night stand that night. Worst sex of my life. Okay, that's my first time. So I didn't. Here's the thing. I was fine. The woman was a log. And she wasn't passed out. She was just a log. Like, I got done, and then she looked at me and says, hey, I need some more. And I'm like, you liked it? So I tried to give her a little more, and she still just laid there like this. Yeah, I like that. Cool. So I swore she was faking it. I'm not drunk, by the way. I've told this story before. Anyway, so I don't know. That was my experience the first couple times drinking, 21st birthday. And I was hungover the next day. Because at that point, I didn't drink a lot of water that day. So while I wasn't dehydrated from the night before, I did get dehydrated after because I didn't drink a lot of water that day. And then I researched what causes a hangover the next day once I had a hangover, and I had a really bad hangover. So I researched what causes a hangover, and then I realized, oh, it's because you're dehydrated. It makes sense. So then, from now on, every time I drink, every time I go out, like when I'm done with this stream, I'm going to down like 3 bottles of water. Prevents my hangover every time. I mix in water with my drinks when I go to a bar, right? Like I'll have a beer, 2 beers. If I did like 2 or 3 shots, my next 2 drinks are going to be water. Mix it up. Don't have hangovers. Been that way my whole life. Because I never want to have a hangover again. Now, I've had little tiny hangovers here and there at different points in my life, but sure it was a woman. Yeah, it was a woman. I still know who she is. I still talk to her now and then. Please simp responsibly. You don't have to talk to us, Why wouldn't I talk to you? I'm live streaming. I'm clapping. It's so bad. I gotta remove that sound effect. I gotta remove that sound effect. It's so horrible. All right. Let's get back to the Q&A. That was a fun little side story about my life. Let's get back into the Q&A. Let's get back to being a little more family friendly around here. If we can even do that. Someone get Nintendo Prime, some time shift stone so we can go back to the time and invest in Bitcoin. Oh, right? Bitcoin, Apple, McDonald's, Walmart, Amazon, Dogecoin. I just want to go back to January. Take everything I got and throw it in Dogecoin. Screw you. Screw the giveaways. Putting it all in Doge. Doge. Give away a freaking Lambo. I don't know if these rumors are true. Which ones, J Digital? Which ones? Let's talk. Which ones are you talking about? Taking off the jacket. Getting a little warm in here. 1, I'm drinking. That increases the temperature of my blood. 2, I got this giant studio light just blinded by the light. Just blasting me. It gets hot after a while. So which rumors are you talking about? I regret selling most of my Doge back in January. Yeah, that was a mistake, Taddy P. That was a big mistake. I know it was going up in January, but man, you would have made so much more money if you had just held out. Doge is still going to Mars, never too late. What editing software do I use? This is Electro TDS Gaming. I use, kind of sucks. I use Premiere Pro. I like Premiere Pro. But like you have to do a subscription now. You can't just buy it outright. Like the subscription, I liked it at first, but now it's like, man, I wish I could just take like $400 and just buy it so I could stop paying for this thing every month. But yeah, that's what I use. I don't use hacked versions. Yes, I realize Photoshop and Premiere are really easy to hack. I don't use hacked versions. I pay legit. I don't want to have any legal problems with my channel. Slapping baloney across something. What's up, Warp Chaos? How's it going, man? So good. So good. So good, in fact. What? Oh my gosh, what's this mean? It's giveaway time! Let's go, everyone. All right. Let me get the giveaways going. We are going to give away a $20 Nintendo Switch eShop gift card. Woo! It's going to be a North American one because that's just the easiest for me to purchase. But you can win it right now. All you have to do, pay attention. All you have to do is, I'm going to type it in the chat, by the way, what you have to do. You have to type out something in the chat for it. And by the way, I'm going to let you know right now, you type it out one time. One time only. If you type it out twice, if you enter it twice, you are disqualified from winning. I'm warning you right now. Type it one time. There you go. I did it in the chat. To enter the giveaway, type out 100 for me. Capital F, capital M. I need to call my fiance. 1 second. I got to mute this thing. You guys enter the giveaway. I'm going to play some music for you, and I'm going to get on the phone. Be right back. We're back. So my fiance saw falling stars. What happened was a meteorite exploded in the atmosphere, and then she saw like a raining of falling stars. So we gotta end the giveaway here. End entries here. Oops, I gotta type it right or it won't stop. End entries here. All right. Stars don't fall. Yeah, I know. We call them falling stars. It's not. We all know. Well, maybe not as a kid, but we all know that that the falling stars are they're just like meteorites or whatever. But yeah, one exploded basically, and then there was a bunch of little bits and stuff that she saw. So it was really cool because you don't see that very often, right? So she saw that when she was outside at work. So she's all excited about it. I'm like, that's cool. Sorry I didn't answer my phone. Sorry I didn't see it. Blah. I'm like, I'm sorry. I mean, I've seen it happen before. It is really cool. Also, no, there's no issues or anything. I was wondering if people thought, oh man, as soon as I'm doing the giveaway, the lady's on the phone. Oh no, she's going to yell at me for it. She's not going to yell at me for the giveaway. What is weird is I can't find a 20. There it is. I'm like, where's the $20 eShop card? Got it. Got to get it added to the cart here before I draw the winner. I want to make sure I get it purchased here and ready to go. Good to go. Here we go. Make sure I get this all purchased up before I announce the winner. What do you want me to enter? Dang it. Re-enter your card number. Fine. God. Re-enter my card number. Amazon. Don't I shop with you enough? It's all right. I appreciate that they make you verify in case my kids are trying to buy something or whatever. All right. And done. Wait for the order to go through. Good to go. All right. Let's get a winner. Let me open my email here so I can get the code. If you win, just know if you win, you need to contact me either on Discord. We have a Discord server. Or contact me on a Guilded server. We have a Guilded server as well. All that's down, links in the description to get into those. Or on Twitter DMs. My DMs are open on Twitter. You will need to provide a screenshot of you logged in to YouTube with your username. I don't know what it was, but awesome. I told you what it was, honey. Are people asking where I was? All right. So the winner is, hold on, let me scroll up. All right, let me click the button here. All right, the winner is, I'm going to add them in the chat. Congrats. Because my bot, for some reason, didn't work. Congrats to DeFox. You have won the eShop gift card. Be sure to contact me on Discord or Twitter DMs or you know what, all that stuff. Be sure to contact me and I'll get you your card. I think the code is in my thing right now, actually. Yes, it is. There it is. Got the code. Actually, I'm going to copy the code right now for when you hit me up, and I'll get it to you maybe even while I'm streaming here. What's up? Might be that Chinese rocket that is supposed to crash Earth over the weekend. Yeah, there's a rocket that's supposed to crash.
Oh, Yulia, I'm so glad you got to see that cool event. But now I need to let you know how much I love you.
Yulia, everyone in the chat, is my lovely significant other. My significant other. She's my fiance. Hopefully getting married 2022. She's as smart as she is beautiful. And yes, she's going to tell you, oh, I'm not very beautiful because she thinks so little of herself, but that's all right. Congratulations to the Fox, everyone! Now, be sure to use that eShop card widely and slap it. All right. Let's jump into the next conversation. All right. Q&A, guys. Q&A. Hit me up in the chat. All you got to do is at Nintendo Prime in the chat. Ask me questions. Let's go. How long have I been trying Warp Chaos? I haven't tried Warp Chaos? What even is Warp Chaos? Congratulations. You have completed a great game and proved the justice of our culture. Now go to rest our heroes. Yeah, happens. Slap that like button, baby. Like it. Hit that like button. Let's get this bad boy over 100 likes. We can do it. 2 away. What about me? Love you, Warp Chaos. Don't worry about it. You're good.
Warp Chaos, I got you.
All right. Let's see here. You think GTA 4 will be on Nintendo Switch? No. At this point, I don't think any GTA is going to be on Switch. If you want me to be honest. If you want my honesty. Hey, we got 104 likes. Let's go. We did it. 104 likes. Somebody asked me if I tried you. You suck! I love that. You suck! You DM me on Twitter? Gotcha, man. Gotcha. Hit up my messages right now. Bam. Sent you your code, man. You're good to go. There's a lot of Q's in that code. You see how many Q's? Q's and C's? It's so confusing. A lot of Q's and C's in that code. What do I do for a living? Just YouTube. We're not going to talk about it. I got my side hustles. You always got your side hustles, right? I'm a hustler. That's all you need to know. And I'm a dad. How long did it take to grow my hair out? Which hair? Facial hair or head hair? Either way, it doesn't matter. They both grow like weeds. Literally, I have to trim this thing like every other day if I want it to look like this. Otherwise, it's just full beard. And my hair up here, I mean, I'm the kind of guy that needs a haircut every month. So it grows like weeds, which I'm glad. There's parts of my family. My dad is an example. He goes bald. But my grandpa, Larry, his hair grows like a weed too. So I kind of got his genetics for that. So dancing at bars? What? Woo! Dude, we dance. Okay, I gotta be honest though, honey. Yulia. Yeah, we love to party. Yulia and I love to go party, but here's the deal. Yulia. I haven't seen you dance at the bar in years. Years. I dance at the bar. I think it's more correct to say I dance at the bar. You chit-chat with strangers. The E3 stream is going to be great. This is all new stuff I've got added to this stream. We're going to keep it going. Keep trying to play around with things and get everything all set up for E3 as we go. Every single stream should have something a little bit different. You guys might not notice because it could just be a setup on my side. I do need to charge this. That's one thing. I got to make sure all my wireless mouses are charged. I'm going to need those for E3. He's the bouncer. I'm not big enough to be a bouncer, man. I'm 5 foot nothing. 5 foot nothing. Can I get a list of everything Samus Hunter has been right on? Jesus. Here we go. This probably isn't even the complete list. But did the Bucks win tonight? I really hope they did. I'm a big Milwaukee Bucks fan, and I didn't check the score. I guess I'll go check the score that quick. And I'll get to Samus Hunter here. The Bucks did win. Okay. That's a lot of points. 141 points. Damn. That is a lot of points. That is a lot of points. Holy crap. All right. All right, setting that aside. Let me get into the Samus Hunter. So, Samus Hunter was correct on one. Samus Hunter teased a new Splatoon game coming. Splatoon 3. Confirmed. Samus Hunter teased Miitopia and Mario Golf. Miitopia and Mario Golf. Confirmed. Samus Hunter teased Skyward Sword HD and Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity DLC. Both happened. Of course, those are, I think Skyward Sword HD and Age of Calamity DLC is things that I think most people could predict, but Samus Hunter got that right. Here's where it gets really interesting. Famicom Detective Club, remember that getting announced? Samus Hunter said that was going to happen like October of last year. Mentioned that, hey, Famicom Detective the Club was delayed to 2021, but it's coming. Sure enough, Famicom Detective Club announced in 2021, and it's coming. Samus Hunter knew all about a bunch of information on Monster Hunter Rise, knew leaked screenshots, leaked marketing materials, leaked information. All of it turned out to be true. Okay, so that's some stuff that she literally has pinned right on her thing. Then, let me see, what else did she get? I'm scrolling down here. Hold on, she had another thing here that here we go. So again, was completely right on when the Monster Hunter Rise version 2.0 was coming. Literally the exact date it was releasing, she was correct on. She was also correct when it was going to come, when we were going to get a Monster Hunter Direct, what we were going to hear about in what monsters were going to be included in the 2.0 update. Also, what was going to happen with Monster Hunter Stories 2. Right on all of that. Right about Animal Crossing's next update. Okay, she was right on that. She was also right on, well, the rest of this is a lot of Monster Hunter stuff. She was correct on the Garage Labo. Well, it's not Labo, but you know what it is, the Garage thing. She said we were going to get another Labo game that wasn't that Labo that's not Labo, but is taking part of something that was in a Labo game and making it its full game, which is what we got with the game builder. So those are just some things off the top of my head. There's been other stuff she's been right on as well. But that's just what I can look up super quick right now. So there you go. Well, more like run around. No, honey. Usually, what happens, honey, is you find some strangers in the bar. Some strange. You start talking to them, and then you don't move for like 3 hours. You don't run around. The old Yulia that partied and danced like crazy hasn't been around for years. Now we have the social butterfly Yulia. We're in the social butterfly moment. When you drink, social butterfly. Now, you did dance once with Chancelin, if you remember that night. I got it on video. It had been so long since you danced, I got it on video. You redeemed the code. Thanks to Fox. Congratulations, man. E3 Digital this year? Maybe it's just your moves, Nate. Dude, I got great moves. What are you talking about? Yep, I love you too, baby. See you at home whenever the hell you get home. After what you told me tonight, I have no idea when you're going to be home. I just hope when I wake up at, 6 in the morning with the kids that you're home. Because if not, I'm going to be kind of worried. What are your thoughts on Fall Guys on the Switch? Will it ever work out with Nintendo's crappy online service? Fall Guys doesn't run through Nintendo's online, so what's the problem? Fall Guys runs on its own servers. So you realize not every game on Switch uses Nintendo's online, right? Nintendo's games and Nintendo's published games. Third parties use their own servers, guys. What are you talking about? Yeah, aka she was right on a bunch of shit. Yeah. Nate, Game Builder Garage is actually Breath of the Wild 2. You can make your own F-Zero game now. What are these Nintendo 35 rumors we are digesting? Zelda 35th rumors. We went over them. They're fake. I 1000%. We went over them earlier. If you want to rewind the stream later and go back to that part. Do you think Mario Galaxy 3 will be a thing? Maybe. Don't think it's going to be, but you never say never. Going along with Ice Sonic, do you think the next DK game will be 3D open world? DK. Donkey Kong. DK. Donkey Kong. Oh my god. I wish I remember. I used to have the whole rap memorized, but I don't anymore. So let's see here. Samus Hunter is more credible than Nintendo themselves. Well, that's not true. I'm hoping it's going to be 3D, but I have no idea. Supposedly it's being made by the Mario Odyssey team. So later, Nick Forrest. How would you feel about open world Castlevania? I'd be intrigued. I don't know how that would work, but I would be very intrigued. What's my favorite Kong? I mean, Cranky Kong. Come on now. An old man with a stick? Yeah. Yeah, it's like the Donatello of the DK series. What's up, Brian C? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Glad you could stop by tonight. I was worried for a moment. I thought Brian C was going to miss a stream. But Brian C couldn't let me down. DK. Donkey Kong. Funky's the best. Funky Kong. So I just realized, right, as I do this little $5 super chat because I wanted to take a little drink of the Bud Light Seltzer. I just realized we're $9 USD away, super chat wise, from 100 tonight. Woo woo! Keep the train. Woo woo! Let's go. It'd be sweet if we could hit 200 tonight. Damn. Ain't that a dream? 200 in one night in super chats? Get the triple ching going. Cheers to myself. For now on, the party music only comes out when you guys super chat. When you guys super chat, we'll bust out the party music. Good vibes, says Locke. Yep, good vibes all the way, man. Was helping my friend with his house. That's cool, man. Way to be a good friend. Zelda 35 Leaks has Samus Hunter given us? I just said anything about Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time, or Majora's Mask. So, went over this during the podcast, of course. The 3-hour podcast. So, let me scroll up. Hold on. Here's what Samus Hunter has said about the 35th of Zelda. Here's what she is aware of. She noted this doesn't mean this is all Nintendo is doing, but this is all she's aware of. 35th anniversary plans. Breath of the Wild 2, Skyward Sword HD, DLC for Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, Animal Crossing furniture, game events, potentially like a Zelda 35. She says likely like a Tetris 99, Pac-Man 99. It'd be like a Zelda 35, just like Mario 35. There will be a Smash Spirit event. There will be Amiibo, and there will be merchandise. I know, not what you guys want to hear. You want to hear Twilight Princess, you want to hear Wind Waker, you want to hear Ocarina of Time. Now, Twilight Princess and Wind Waker came from Jeff Grubb, who said, hey, we're going to get Twilight Princess and the Wind Waker HD during the 35th anniversary of Zelda. That's what Jeff Grubb said. So, Jeff Grubb's also super reliable. He is literally a video game journalist who just nails everything he talks about. So, love Jeff Grubb. He's going to be on a future podcast. I'm hoping to get him on before E3. But yep. So Samus Hunter said just stuff that I feel like is pretty safe and obvious. Probably all correct. What's this button do? What, this one? I don't know. What's that button do? Yeah, dude, the podcast is popping off, man. Best podcast ever for views. I know it's over 7,000. Let me see here. Let me go take a glance. Take a glance here. Podcast hit 7,100 views so far. Who knows? Is it going to hit 8,000? No idea. What about Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask? Those rumors are coming from other people, not Samus Hunter. Game Over Jesse is an example, as the source of some of those rumors. Did we get a... Oh, no. Yeah, dude. We were 329 was the peak. 329 was the peak for the podcast while live. Kind of sounded like you said toilet princess. Toilet princess. Oh, ho, ho, toilet princess. Toilet princess. Toilet princess, everyone. Favorite pizza topping? I mean, pepperoni. The classic. The classic. Give me that pepperoni. I put pepperoni in every pizza I have. Did you say anything about Zelda or Smash DLC amiibo? Just Zelda amiibo in general. She didn't say what kind of Zelda amiibo we're gonna get. Nothing about Smash amiibo. What were the virtual console rumors again? There we go. Someone wants to know about the VC rumors. Let's go. I'm making a video on this tomorrow, by the way. I already talked about this during the podcast, but it's such a big deal that it's going to be my video for Saturday. For those who don't know, I don't do live streams on weekends typically, and I sometimes don't do videos on weekends either. But I am going to have this video ready for tomorrow because I'm going to record it tonight, right when I'm done with the stream. So let's get into the virtual console. So let me get into exactly what Samus Hunter said. All right. Samus Hunter says, another plan for the fiscal year is to improve the amount of past Nintendo games from other consoles after the NES and SNES era available on the Switch. Okay, so we're getting more than NES and SNES, N64, GameCube. Maybe we'll get Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, DS, etc. Right? We're gonna get other systems besides NES and SNES. Okay, cool, whatever. Right? Some people expect that, but here's the thing: a brand new virtual console. They're not gonna use that terminology. That's just a way to reference it right now. Is likely going to be happening. She said, "I was able to get this information in October of last year, but I haven't had any updates since, likely because it's still being developed. But there are also plans for paying for individual games from this system and having them forever. Nintendo has long been thinking about how to expand subscription services to have a steady influx of revenue, but it's also important not to limit the supply of games to a single method of obtaining them." So then I asked her some clarification on this, and she goes, it's going to be similar to Game Pass, and it will be separate from Nintendo Switch Online. So there's going to be a separate subscription service that's going to have all of their virtual console games in one spot, beyond NES and SNES. So not just what they have now. It's going to be like a majority of their platforms. Going to be available through a subscription service for you to play. Or you can buy them individually, just like you could before the Switch. Remember old school virtual console? You'll be able to do that as well. So literally what Game Pass does. Provides you the games, and you can still buy them individually. And it's going to be a separate service from Switch Online. Some people don't like that because it means, obviously, 2 subscription services, but I think it's a lot better than what they're doing now. I do not have Village. Nope, I don't have Resident Evil Village. Don't have Village at the moment. Might pick it up. When's the next giveaway, and what will it be? The next giveaway? So I don't know if I'm doing another one this stream. If we hit 5 new members, we have 0 new members so far. All we need is 5 of you guys to hit that join button down below. You hit the join button. That's 5 people. Then we'll do another giveaway. But I did do a $20 eShop gift card earlier. Next planned giveaways are E3, baby. We're giving away over $3,500 worth of stuff during E3. We're doing 12-hour plus live streams on the 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th. We're covering everything that's happening as it happens at E3. We're going to have everything streamed to you guys directly from Nintendo and Square and Microsoft and everybody else. We're going to have all that stuff there. Greg Miller, when he's talking about, we're going to have all of that going on. We're going to have gaming competitions to win prizes. We're going to be giving away Switch consoles. We're going to be giving away Pro controllers. We're going to be giving away games. We're going to be giving away accessories. We're going to be giving away really cool collectibles. It's going to be awesome. And we have a bunch of companies working with us. Over 20 different companies have partnered with us. So stay tuned. It's one of the biggest giveaways. It's the biggest giveaway we've ever done. And hey, J Digital! Well, thanks, J Digital. Became a member. That's member number 1. We are 4 members away. And J Digital became a champion. A champion. What level is that? Is that the $5 level? Or is that the $3? YouTube. Let me look up. I hate, like, it's really so hard to find the YouTube membership on the back end of, it's always so difficult to find the YouTube membership on the back end. It's in the stupidest of place. Can't remember what I had it set up as. Ooh, thanks for becoming a champion. A Nintendo Prime champion. It's under monetization, I know that. Nice. You at the $3 level. We got 4 at the leader level. 4 at the champion level. Welcome to the Champions Club. Can I call it the Champions Club? Isn't that like Dr. Disrespect's kind of thing? Anyways, that's 1 member. Thank you so much, man. 4 more to go to another giveaway. You wish YouTube had bits. Oh, so like you could watch ads and get like free bits that you can give to people, even though it's like pennies. I watched the podcast, by the way. It's crazy how much you have improved it. Great work, man. Hey, thanks, Luke Skywalker. I'm trying to improve everything across the board, right? So I'm technically doing less editing of my videos because I have less time. But I'm trying to compensate for having lower editing by having just a great looking sets that don't need a bunch of editings. Belief 789 has become a leader. $5 leader. Woo! Darla as well. We have another member of the Champions Club. Another member. The members are popping off right now. That's 3. That's 3. We're 2 away from another giveaway.
Just gotta keep this dance music going. Woo!
Woo! Getting a workout in just from dancing. Thanks, Daryl A, for joining the Champions Club. Beely789, you are now a leader. Welcome. Welcome. 3 new members right there. 2 away from another giveaway. Thank you guys so much for showing support. I'm just going to take a drink straight from the bottle for you guys. Thank you so much. Love you all. I slammed it down. No! Okay. I thought I slammed the beer down too hard. I'm going to fizz all over the place. Join to see that man dance. Hey, man, when do you think Walmart would sell the PlayStation 5 in the store? Not till maybe this holiday. Maybe. I think for Black Friday, you will find units in stores. Will you be able to get your hands on ones without camping overnight and being there for like 2 straight days? No, but hope we get Breath of the Wild Ganon amiibo. Wouldn't that be sweet? That quality hike has happened across the board, but the podcast were, dude, yeah. The podcast to me. So here's my thing. The E3 2021 extravaganza, our big show we're doing. I want it to be the most professional, biggest, wildest thing we've ever done as a channel, right? So I want it to look super professional. You're going to see what I mean. Like, literally, I can't wait for the set to be complete. I can't wait to show you guys what it's all going to look like. I can't wait for it to happen. We're literally having dress rehearsals. You know, like you have dress rehearsals to get married, or you have dress rehearsals for like plays and musicals. We're having dress rehearsals for our E3 show. The E3 show is going to be so awesome. I want it to be practically, it won't quite be, but practically indistinguishable from watching a big outlet like IGN, watching a big outlet. Oh, we have another member of the Champions Club. Games and More, Dash Moonlight. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. One away, guys. We're one member away from another giveaway. One member away. That's 4 members. I guess all I had to do is mention it, right? One member away. Thank you guys so much. Imagine a Lionel amiibo. Imagine a Lionel amiibo. Well, dude, a Lionel amiibo, I would be all over that. It better be a gold one, too. Yeah, so the E3 show, I want it to be the biggest, most professional thing I've ever done. No, I will not be drinking during E3. At least not on the first 3 days. I think day 4, towards the end of day 4, I think come on. After 3 straight days, or 4 straight days, 12-hour plus streams, at least 48 hours of streaming over 4 days, I think I deserve a few drinks, right? So we'll be drinking towards the end of day 4, for sure. But the first 3 days, no. There won't be any drinks the first 3 days. Doesn't mean you can't super chat. Doesn't mean you can't donate. Of course you can do all that. That's up to you. We'll have we have planned celebrations and all that stuff. Certain things. We'll have member goals as well to push our giveaways out even faster, as well. So we'll have membership goals for that. So we'll have we have so much stuff to give away. It's crazy. Over 345 items, individual items to give away during E3 right now. 345, over $3,500 in value, and we're adding in even more. I'll tell you right now, as an example, I hope this is our next partner. I'm in an email exchange right now with Satisfy. You guys know who Satisfy is? The ones that make the grips for Switch, the really nice ones. I'm in an email exchange right now with them to try to organize a potential sponsorship there to get some Satisfy grips out to you guys for the light and for the normal Switch. And maybe even some that come with the Satisfy case as well. Puts the average item at a little over $10 in value. Yep. Some are obviously cheaper. Some are way more. $100, $200. But yep. It's going to be crazy, man. We have so much. So much. We're giving away Skyward Sword Joy-Con. We're giving away a pre-order, I guess I should say. Pre-show begins the same day as E3. Same day as E3. Pre-show begins. Same day. Same day. It'll be 2 hours before the kickoff of E3 events. 2 hours before. We don't have the E3 schedule yet. Right now, I have it tentatively set at 8 a.m. CT, but we'll readjust once we have the full E3 schedule. When did I start this channel? Nintendo Prime itself just celebrated its 4th anniversary. This channel has existed since 2008, but it became Nintendo Prime in 2017. It just celebrated its 4th anniversary. We did a stream for that on Tuesday. 4th anniversary. What happens if someone outside America wins a physical product? I know you can't post, but will we get something digital instead of I think what'll happen is if someone outside the US wins a physical product that just isn't realistic to ship. Can't really ship consoles internationally. It's almost impossible. I'm not going to ship anything that could be broken. We have some freaking, we have these Triforce lamps. I think, how do I even, like, seriously, they're like, here's the bottom. It's like this. Like, they're huge. These huge Triforce wall lamps. Oh my God, they're so baller. They're like $150 each. We got some of those to give away. Oh my God, it's sick. I obviously can't ship that internationally. Maybe to Canada, but I can't like ship it to the UK or something. Because it's just gonna break in shipping. They're glass. They're gonna break in shipping. So what I'll probably will do is be willing to do a digital swap, right? And I'll talk about this during E3, but I probably will be willing to do a digital swap. The URL, so that URL still works, right? But technically, our URL is now this. Hold on, that's YouTube's old URL system. The new URL system is this. Give me a second. That's the old URL system. They don't do .com/ anything. So we existed before Google bought the channel did, but this is technically the URL now. It's youtube.com/c/Nintendo Prime YT. That's their new URL system. Because you live in Australia. So we'll probably, I don't want our international fans to be like leaving you out in the cold. Of course not. I mean, yeah, we're giving away digital stuff during the stream too, but if you happen to have your name drawn for a physical product and it's just something that's unrealistic to ship to you, then we will obviously swap in a digital something. We have so much stuff to give away. We have plenty of digital stuff we could swap in, right? So, and we'll go over that when it's time to enter. We'll note that, hey, international, you're probably going to get a different prize swapped in. And that obviously means that extra physical prize we might have could be, swapped into a different, because everything's going to be scheduled. So if we have like a digital giveaway at one slot, but like a physical is one from somebody that like is in Australia. Okay, well, maybe we'll give you that digital prize instead, and then we'll swap that physical prize into the next giveaway slot. Stuff like that. We'll move things around. We'll make it work. We're going to try to make everyone happy. We want as many people walking away with something as possible. Even if it's just a small indie game. I don't care. I want everyone walking away with something they didn't pay for. If I can make it that every single person that watches the stream wins, I will. If I can pull it off. That's why I'm trying to get as many companies, as much money invested into it as I can, because we do have our own money invested into it. I'm doing everything I can to make this the biggest thing we've ever done at the channel. It's E3. Dude, it's Gamer Christmas. And I'm your Santa Claus, baby. All the companies are giving you the news, and we're going to milk that. We're going to milk it like we've never milked it before. But we're giving you free shit. So be happy, man. We have a lot of stuff going on during E3. You do a giveaway, and an astronaut wins, but it's on Mars. Well, we don't have any on Mars, so I don't think the rover is going to be entering. So if someone else joins, what will the giveaway be? Well, you have to find out, won't you? Won't you? You'll have to find out, won't you? Verum's like, I don't want to join unless I know what the giveaway is. I can tell guys, all the giveaways I do during my live streams are basically eShop gift cards. It's just the easiest thing to do during a live stream like this. It's impromptu. I can just go on Amazon and buy a code. So they're pretty much always eShop gift cards. I'm saving all of the big stuff for E3. All the big giveaways are happening during E3. Some big stuff. So stay tuned. The games, the giveaways, your personality.
Oh yeah, I hope I get to see you all at E3.
Seriously. I hope each and every one of you show up during E3. Hopefully I'll get a chance to shout every single one of you guys out as well. We'll see how crazy the stream goes. We might have thousands watching. I have no idea. I have no clue. The most we've ever had at a live stream was 900 something live when I was picking up my Xbox Series X. That's the biggest live stream we've ever had to date. 15,000 views on that live stream. 900 plus people watching. We never quite hit 1,000 live. So we'll see what happens during E3. We'll see what happens. Nintendo Switch outsell the Xbox 360. Well, yeah. I mean, it outsold the Xbox 360 a while ago. Well, technically, it officially outsold it in this last fiscal quarter, but I mean, it was obvious it was going to outsell it. Yep, 35 days, 34 days, something like that. I just want to watch Nintendo's presentation. Yep, we'll be watching it too. We'll be streaming it live right here at Nintendo Prime. We'll be reacting to it. It's going to be great. Hopefully you guys decide to watch it with us. If you want to watch it on your own, I understand that, but hopefully you choose to watch it with us. Because we'll be live reacting to it. How many weeks? Let's see here. Do the math. Today's the 7th. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 weeks in 1 day. Or as of midnight, 5 weeks. So basically 5 weeks away. Week by week by week. If you only get one thing from E3, what would it be? Breath of the Wild 2 trailer and it releasing this year. I'm a big Zelda guy. Breath of the Wild is my favorite game of all time. Breath of the Wild 2, Bunch of info drop releasing this year. That's the biggest thing I want out of E3. It doesn't have to happen for me to like E3. I'm just saying, if I could only have one thing, that's the one thing I really, really want. I hope you don't see me at E3. That would be creepy. Well, I mean, would it be? Because if I see you at E3, that means you're on the E3 live stream officially. Wouldn't that be cool? That's the only way I can see you, is if you are part of that stream. Mr. Fister will be watching. Mr. Fister. That's for you, Mr. Fister. Oh, Mr. Fister. Now, I'll be streaming Ubisoft as well. We're just going to mute it during Just Dance. Got to be safe. What state am I in? Are you trying to creep on me? I'm in Wisconsin. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying I don't know why that matters. Pikmin 4? That'd be nice to see. You'll probably watch it with me, then again on your own. Okay. E3 will be interesting, won't it? We're one member away, everyone. Reminder to anyone who just tuned into the stream. If we get one more member, one more person to hit that join button, we will have another giveaway on the stream. We have a 5-member goal. We have hit 4 members during the stream. 1 member away from another giveaway. And then, once we do that giveaway, it takes 5 more members for the next one. Let's see here. Let's see here. I literally only care about Zelda and Sonic at this point. Well, hey, Sega's going to be there. So, hopefully some Sonic news for you. Are you going to clap and cheer for everything Ubisoft? Maybe. Totally. What are you talking about? Okay, I don't know what the weather's like in St. Louis. We have like 85% humidity all summer in Wisconsin. It's humid as fuck in Wisconsin, man. That's why I don't like... Dude, I'd rather be down in Arizona with 115-degree weather but have it be a dry heat than in Wisconsin where it's 92 and 85 humidity. It's so sticky and sweaty and yuck. I don't know what it's like in St. Louis because I've never been there. But it's humid as hell here. I'm not saying there aren't places more humid. Brazil, rainforest, obviously way more humid. But did Samus Hunter say Nintendo? No, what Samus Hunter said was on the 6th. Nintendo was either going to share plans publicly or privately for E3. What that means is Nintendo has a document going around right now internally at Nintendo of America about what Nintendo's preliminary E3 plans are. Samus Hunter thought that, there's a chance that Nintendo might announce publicly and privately at the same time. Didn't really make sense because obviously Nintendo of America needs to know what all the plans are ahead of time. So, yeah. She said she'll know more after the weekend. So hopefully when I talk to Samus Hunter on Monday, she'll be able to give me an update on something. Maybe she'll even know the exact date that it's going to get announced. We'll see. Publicly. 105 and 100% humidity. South Carolina? Yeah, I bet. Isn't there like swamplands in South Carolina? I think I've drove through SC once. Next year's Kingdom Hearts 20th. Nice. 3D Donkey Kong. DK. Donkey Kong. If only I could play that song. I think I might get copyright claimed if I played it. You can't contain your hype. Yeah, dude. E3 is going to be great. Oh, let me eat the mic. No, E3 is going to be awesome. Swamps and mountain and beaches. Yeah. SC, baby. Whoop, whoop. Next thing you know, you're going to tell me, hey, they have a rainforest too. All right. Why not? Rainforest it up, baby. No, I don't want to watch that. No. I'm just trying to check my fantasy team. Damn. Wow, my baseball fantasy team did really well today. It's going to come down to the wire. I was down big. I had a nice comeback today. Nice. So, I'm in fantasy NBA playoffs right now. I'm in the semifinals. Let's see the score. Ooh, this is tight. This is tight. Damn. I gotta wait. I'm waiting for the finish of the Phoenix game. They're still playing. Because I have DeAndre Ayton, Devin Booker, and Chris Paul from Phoenix playing on my team. But right now I am down 20 points in fantasy, but it might get made up in the Phoenix game. So it potentially could be tied heading into the weekend. This is huge. Because what's huge about my fantasy basketball this year is because of everything that happened with COVID and messing up the NBA season last year. What we did is we called off the season and we went double or nothing for this season. So all the money we paid for last season is still there, and then we paid the same amount of money again this year. So what happens is, like, normally the winner of the league would get $100. The champion would. Well, the champion gets $200. Second place usually gets $60. This year, the second place gets $120. So if I win this game this weekend in the semifinals, I'm guaranteed $120. Now, of course, I'm going for gold. The person who has the number 1 seed in the tournament only lost one game all year in fantasy basketball, and it was to me. It was a very high scoring game. I only edged him out by like 10 points, but I did beat him. So I have the ability. My problem right now is I have LeBron James, who's been out for a while. I have Kristaps Porzingis, who's been out for like the last 2 weeks. And I have Miles Bridges, who's out, I think, this week and next week because of COVID. Now, LeBron comes back next week, so that'll help in the championship. But Kristaps, I have no idea if Porzingis is gonna play anymore. I still have a decent team. Like, I still have Kemba Walker. He's been playing lately. I got Drew Holiday. Obviously, I talked about the 3 Phoenix players I have. I had Harrison Barnes, but he's been hurt too, man. He was really good earlier this year, but he's been hurt. And then I pulled off a trade earlier this year for Kyrie Irving, so I have him too. I traded LaMelo Ball for Kyrie Irving. This is back when Kyrie Irving was throwing a hissy fit and not playing. I was like, I want Kyrie for the playoffs. So Kyrie's been great for the playoffs. He's the reason I haven't missed LeBron. It's because Kyrie is going off. But I'm going to need LeBron next week if I have any chance of beating the champion, the number 1 seed. But I got to get past this weekend. Let's see here. Think Ubisoft will have a Mario Rabbids sequel. It's possible. Some dude, when the article of Metroid Prime trilogy is not possible, said that I don't know why Nintendo abandoned Metroid Zelda doesn't sell them. Oh my gosh. Who said that? Do you think Nintendo will do a Super Metroid remake? One second. No. I was looking up something. No. I don't think they're going to do a Super Metroid remake. Later, Electro. Do you think Metroid Prime 4 is being built on Unreal Engine? No. I'm fine if it is, by the way. But no, I don't think it is. DK. Donkey Kong. Look at my boy, HMK. Look at him. Ah! First thing that pops up when I unlock my phone. HMK. Some laser eye thing you did on Twitter. Do you think the Metroid Prime... We already read that. On a scale from 1 to 10, being fake, and 10 being basically confirmed, Donkey Kong River's falling on the scale. If it wasn't Samus Hunter, it would be like a 1. But it is Samus Hunter. So, I'm going to go with like a 6. I'm going to hedge my bets and go with a 6. I was going to say 7. But I'm gonna hedge my bets and go with a 6 because no one else is talking about it. But Samus Hunter has just been so on point. But I gotta keep a level of skepticism. So I'm gonna go with a 6. I'm gonna cop out a little bit. Josh Lightcap says, "Did you like Hollow Knight?" Oh man, I loved the original, and I mean you can be jealous. I've played Silksong at E3 2019. They had a pretty long demo of Hollow Knight Silksong there, and I did it, and boy, it happened. Here we go. It's giveaway time. Thank you so much, Logic Bug, for joining the Champion Club. It's time to have a giveaway. You can enter just one time, as always. Let me get it here. We are going to give away a $10 Nintendo Switch eShop gift card. Here we go. Type out 10 for me in the chat just one time. If you enter it twice, you are disqualified. 10 for me. Let's go. You guys are awesome tonight. Thank you so much for your support. Really appreciate it. We got 5 new members tonight. We've had almost $100 in super chats. Almost $100 in super chats. Pretty sweet. Remember, guys, we get 5 more members. We do another giveaway tonight. The next one's going to be a bigger one. The next one's going to be a big deal. Ladies and gentlemen, do I tell them what the next one's going to be? Let's just say it's going to be more than 20. The one after this, if we get 5 more members tonight. 10 for me. I haven't done this one in a while.
Someone else is gonna win $10. $10. I don't even remember what this one sounds like. I can't hear it, so I have no idea what that one does. But I do know what this does.
Start making alt accounts to become a member. Oh, it's not free. Do you think it'll play like DK64? I have no idea. I don't even know if it's going to be 3D. Could be 2.5D. No idea. Bum, 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 bum. Is that everyone who's going to enter? I guess we got a smaller crowd right now. I feel like, that's not that many people. Was that 20? Maybe 30 entries out of 90 people watching? Yup. Samus Hunter did do that, Dennis. All right, we're going to get the entries ended here soon here. Let me go buy the gift card quick. Get that in the cart. Get that in the cart. Gotta go check it out right now. Gotta go check it out right now. All right. We are order placed. Get that email open, Nate. Come on. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Email hasn't landed yet. Let's see here. I will pick the winner the moment the email lands. It should be any minute now. Luigi's Mansion Ghost. 10 for me. Haven't ended entries yet. You guys still have a moment. But hey, thank you guys so much. This is for you guys. Sorry, I had to slap myself out of it for a moment. But yeah, that applause was for you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys make this channel go, baby. Everything I do is for you guys, so. Hey, MP, what are these new Zelda rumors? Quote unquote new. They're bullshit. They're fake. They're from 4chan. We talked about them earlier in the stream though. Hey, there's the code. The code showed up. Let me get the code copy pasted here. Copy and paste. And copy and paste. And copy and paste. Man, we're still $9 away in super chat from a hundo. We can do it. That's all right. I think a lot of our super chatters have dipped out for the night. It is getting a little late. You know, it's officially past midnight on the East Coast. So, I'm so proud of all the new peeps in the community. Yeah, dude, you haven't had to. It's been pretty easy to moderate lately. I feel like for all, like even during the podcast, right? 300 plus people watching, and it wasn't bad. It actually wasn't bad. I went through and kind of skimmed through the live chat, and wow, it really wasn't that bad. All right, we're going to end the entries right now. All right, entries are done. Entries are done. Clickety-clack. Clickety-clack. And the winner is... I remember... Come on. Remember, if you win, you need to contact me on Twitter, or you need to contact me on Discord, or you need to contact me on Gilded. And you need to provide me a screenshot if of you being logged in on YouTube, so I know the account is who you are. Ready? The winner is...
Congratulations to Mr. Isonic, because you entered our giveaway. You walk away with $10, but guess what? You should really be thanking the members. The members. So shout out to Logic Bugs with a little bit of Daryl A and a little bit of Belief 789. And then J Digital. You guys made it happen. Ooh.
Congrats, man. You guys really made it happen. Thank you so much. Our members, thank you so much for making that giveaway happen. Congratulations to the winner. Sorry one of the members didn't win. It's random, you know? Sometimes we might do like member-only giveaways, but we're not to that point yet. We don't have enough members for that, right? It's going to be a while. You know, maybe during E3, we can end up doing one of our giveaways as members only, you know? That could be a thing that could happen during E3. In fact, maybe one of our bigger giveaways, we should make members only. But we'll see. We'll see. You need to stop hitting the Q key. Don't spam. Isonic, wow. Hey, everyone needs a W in life, man. Everyone could use that fat W. Right? Everyone. So DeFox bought, with his $20 earlier, he bought Ayr, A-R-Y, and The Secret of Seasons. Congrats, man. I don't know if you're still watching, but congratulations. Logic Buds is heading out. Oh, wait. Sonic Man's heading out. Later, man. Have a good night. Peace out. Peace out. A-Town. Boop, beep, boop, beep. Probably copyright claim for that. I get copyright claim for sometimes for the stupidest things. Just waiting for Isonic to get a hold of me here so I can get this all taken care of. Get him his eShop card. DeFox is still here. Yeah, man. Nice purchase, dude. What a lucky sale going on, huh? Killer, dude. From 40 down to 10. What a killer night. What a killer sale. Have you won before, DeFox? I swore you've won a giveaway before. Is that the second time you've won? You're in a live stream? Maybe I'm thinking of someone else that has Fox in their name. Entirely possible. Happy I got new tires on the car today. God, tires are so damn expensive. But we needed to get it done. We were down to the metal on our tires. I have not 100% at Age of Calamity, but I did beat Age of Calamity. Yes, you can get a copyright claim even if you sing it. Now, you won't if you do it this way. If you do it this way, you don't.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
See, now I found a way to sing copyrighted music that doesn't sound like the copyrighted music, so then I don't get in trouble. Isn't that cool? So, as long as I use that, I don't get in trouble. You can do it on Twitter and hit me in the DMs. You could also go on Discord or Guilded. We have links to all of that down in the description. On Twitter, my username is @NintyPrime. But I think if you type in Nintendo Prime in the search, it'll pop me up. Yeah. If you just type Nintendo Prime in the search, it'll pop me up if you're not following me over there. And as of right now, the Milwaukee Bucks are now the number 2 seed in the East, passing the Nets because we have the tiebreaker on the Nets. Isn't that cool? So that means home court advantage in round 2 if we can just hold it. Bucks have a rough schedule coming up, though. They got like 5 games in 6 days? 4 games in 6 days? Whatever it is. They have a really rough schedule coming up in terms of just a lot of games in the last week. Good for my fantasy team since I have Drew Holiday. But what if they use autotune too? Yeah, as long as it doesn't sound like my autotune, which it doesn't usually. I thought people saying 10 for me, 10 for me. Talking about the hour in their country. 10 for me. A good way is to challenge the lyrics, since then it falls under fair use as a parody. Yeah. Give it to someone else. I would like to give and not get. What? Wait a second. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. We're having a moment here. Hold on. 1 second. This deserves something. Hold on. Hold on. This isn't supposed to happen. What? 1 second. Having an issue here. Somebody just won a giveaway. I just want to note this right now. Somebody just won a giveaway. A little $10 eShop gift card, right? They ask, how to get a hold of me, what they can do. Do I do it on Twitter? And what do they say? What do they say? Hey, man, why don't you just give it to somebody else? That's the community that we have fostered at Nintendo Prime. That is the community that we have here at Nintendo Prime. Even when people win, they just want to give. And not everyone can afford to give. But sometimes you win and you go, hey, I don't really need that, I don't really need it. It's nice to win. It feels good to win. But you know what? I don't really need that $10. Nintendo Prime, why don't you go ahead and choose another winner? I mean, I know it's a small thing, just $10, but it's so touching. It's so touching that someone in the community is like, hey, I won. That's great. Might be the only giveaway I've ever won. But I want to give it back. So, thanks to Ice Sonic, our new winner is, click the button again. Our new winner is, if they're even still here, hopefully they're still here. I'm going to at them in the chat. At Ziploc13. The new winner is at Ziploc13. No, I'm not. I'm not drunk. See, people have this at Ziploc13. Congratulations. Contact me on Twitter, DMs, or Discord, or Gilded. People have this thing where when I get emotional for a brief moment, right? Where they think, oh, he's been drinking, that's why he's emotional. I'm a really emotional person. You know that high energy I bring to some of my videos? It's because I'm an emotional person. I can get really, really high. I can get really, really low. It touches me when the community does something that I don't expect, okay? Like, yes, when the super chats come in, the donations come in, I don't expect it, and it's touching, and now I try to have fun with it, right? We do the party music, we have some fun with it, right? It's good times. But I'm always giving back, right? I spend more in giveaways than my channel makes, okay? This E3, already, before we even get there, I've already spent $3,000 on E3. $3,000, and I'm not done yet. So, just out of my own pocket, already spent on E3. Between equipment, between the set, between some of the giveaways we're doing, I've already spent $3,000, which is more than my channel has made the entire 2021. And think about this. I gave away a PlayStation 5, $500 out in January, right? I gave away $100 cash. Give away this, give away that. Like, I'm constantly doing this stuff. So, like, I'm not used to people being like, hey, I won. But you know what? Give it to somebody else who might need it more, man. Like, people don't do that. It doesn't happen. So, like, awesome. Big shout out to Ice Sonic, man. You are the fan of the night. Thank you for just being you, man. And I know Ziploc13 really thanks you. All right. What do you guys want to talk about now? We got about 17 minutes before I call the stream. I got to get some cleaning done upstairs. I got to get some dishes done. I got to get the laundry switched out. A little bite to eat and watch a little show before I go to bed. Fan of the night. Right, Noah Hinkle? Fan of the mother effing night. Do 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 ba ba bum bum da da dum do 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 do. Be careful. Some Star Wars. Phantom Hourglass. Oh, it's not Star Wars. That's Indiana Jones. Phantom Hourglass is very underrated. You ever play that one? I've played and beat every Zelda game. Been a fan for 5 months now. Really enjoy the community. Thanks, Dennis, man. Ari's Secret of Seasons is now downloaded on your Switch. Nice, man. Enjoy that, dude. Thanks for the advice on the PlayStation 5 stuff. I did get my hands on one, and I'm getting it on Sunday. There it is, Josh Coleman. Congratulations on securing the bag. You secured the bag. Congrats, man. It's hard, man. It's hard out there. I'm glad a little advice I gave worked. All right. The only game a Zelda game you never played with Spirit Tracks? Okay. Yeah, I played to beat Spirit Tracks. I like Spirit Tracks even more. Brian C. It's so ironic, Brian C. You do that $15 one right when I do a $10 one. I was like, you know what? Let's round out that to 100, right? Like, let's get it to 100. It's okay. I appreciate it. So we'll you know what? Where's my yegg? Oh, that's right. I was playing with it off stream. Brian C says, "Love everything about what you do. Truly one of the good guys. Thanks, man. I try. I feel bad that I hit that $10 one now. So I was like, I just want to round it up to 100. I didn't think we were getting any more super chats tonight. Figured that was it. But hey, you bought a Yag Bomb. Thank you so much for that, Brian C. I appreciate it. I know you've been a long-time watcher, long-time supporter. That's why you're one of our mods. You're just a genuine good dude yourself, man. So thanks. I'm going to take a little sip of this first. And then I got my Jaeger. Thank you so much, man. Man, it took me 2 gulps on that one. And then I got my follow-up shot. Are the Oracle games worth playing? I mean, is life worth living? Is it a Zelda game? Is it published by Nintendo? It's worth it. There is not a bad Zelda game that's published by Nintendo. Thank you so much, Brian. Thank you so much, man. Oh my God, you want a link to the fake Zelda rumor article? Oh God, hold on. I got you, Jesse. Hold on. Are you gonna talk about it on your channel? I'm guessing. I'm not gonna make a separate video on it, so. But yeah, it's what's the website? Okay. This Zelda top article. Come on. There you go. Comes from 4chan, but I'll give you the website that was posting about it. Here, I'll hit you in your DMs, Jesse. DM, Jesse. Where are you? I got so many DMs going right now. Here we go. There you go. I sent it to your DMs on Twitter. I can send it to Discord too if you want or something. How's your grind going? It's going slowly, but it's going. I'm making progress. I was actually surprised when I stepped on the scale and was down weight this past week. So the progress is there. I didn't think it was going to be because my grind is a little slower than it used to be, but slower is probably better anyways. You know? Damn, this chat just got served with those dance moves. You got served. I still follow you on Twitter. Hope that person enjoys the gift card. I hope so too. Still waiting for them to get a hold of me. Did they hit me up on? I'm waiting for them to get a hold. They haven't got a hold. Wait, they're doing Gilded. Let me bring up Gilded here. We have 32 members on Gilded. Main channel. No, they didn't hit me up there. I have some believable stuff from someone I 100% know is with Nintendo. I want to talk about it and the fake rumors and debunk them or correct any misinformation people may have. You have some legit stuff, man? You want to message me what those are? You know me. I'm not gonna say anything about it. I'll let your video go out first. That's how we roll. Is that video gonna go out this weekend? Get him wasted like Hylians had drunk way too much milk. Hey, Taker610. You missed my 2 Streamlabs on the podcast? Oh, yeah, no. Okay, so, Taker. Here's what happened. Okay. Taker, I'm going to tell you right now. If you decide to donate again on a live podcast, if you want me to see what you're saying, you're going to want to do it. I saw that you... Okay. I saw that you donated. The problem is, my set is over here, right? My streaming computer is over here. So I can't see, like I was trying to squint and see it so bad. I could see that you donated, but I couldn't read what you said. I can read the live chat because I have my laptop over there, right? So I can read the live chat from my laptop, but I can't read Streamlabs donations. Now, it's going to be a little different during E3. I'm going to change the setup a little bit so I could see the donations more directly, at least so Eric can see him. He's going to be the one closer. But from the podcast side, I can't see him. So if you want me to read what you have to say, it's better to do super chats during the podcast. But thanks, man. Thanks so much for the stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
That slap did not line up at all. Cheers, man. We like to have a good time on Nintendo Prime. That rhymed. Didn't even plan for it. I'm just curious what you've heard, Jesse. You know me. We just talked about this on the podcast, or no, we talked about it after the podcast privately. Yeah, like I ain't gonna steal your thunder. You get it out first. I'll cover it after you. I'm just curious if you're doing it this weekend. I'm just a random guy trapped in Daniel's basement. Yeah, we can Nintendo does have, yeah, I know it's not the day before E3. I know that. But yeah, look, I look forward to your video. I can at least say that. I look forward to your video. You know me. I'll cover it after. You haven't activated your debit card yet, so you say I love both of you guys. Thanks, man. I want Wind Waker HD, not Wind Waker, because Wind Waker HD has the fast sale. It does have the fast sale. You're correct. But the original Wind Waker has the Tingle Tuner. Then again, I don't know how you would connect the GBA to your Switch. So, wouldn't really matter that it has the Tingle Tuner. I'm just not a fan of the Wind Waker HD look. People have no idea. It's all right. People don't have to know. That's the fun of it, Jesse. You get to break some news. That's the fun of it. I can't wait to cover it. Send people to your channel. It's gonna be great. But supporting each other, that's what we do on YouTube. Game Over Jesse and I will toss each other back and forth like ragdolls. Actually, you know what? If you guys are watching, I'm going to link the Game Over Jesse's channel right now. Not just so you can catch the video there. I mean, I'd like you to watch it on my channel, but hey, you know what? He's going to break the news first. He's a source. Absolutely. Go check him out. Really? There's somebody else. All right. That's the first. Go over and subscribe to his channel. I want to get Game Over to Jesse to 100K before E3. 100K before E3. Okay? Game Over Jesse right now is at 97,600 subscribers. Some change in there that we can't see publicly. Let's go. Let's get him to 100,000. You know what's really great too? Every 1,000 new subscribers he gets. So when he hits 98, right? When he hits 98,000, he's doing a giveaway. When he hits 99,000, he's doing a giveaway. When he hits 100,000, he's doing a giveaway. And I know what his 100,000 giveaway is. You don't want to miss it. Is it as crazy as my E3 stuff? No. E3 is different for me. We're a different channel. We're almost like a gaming philanthropy channel, sort of. I don't quite want to push it that far. But we do a lot of giveaways. But Game Over Jesse's doing a giveaway every 1,000 subs up to 100K. Go over and subscribe to the man. Do it. Do it. Do it. Jesse, we got to talk. You and me, man. We got to talk behind the scenes when I'm done with my stream. Unless it's about that thing on Friday, that meeting you had. Obviously, I know NDA. You're not going to tell me. I didn't sign the NDA, so. Nintendo Ninjas are real. That's the news. We already know the Nintendo Ninjas are real. There's been too much evidence that the ninjas are real. That they basically have the Men in Black. Dude, yeah, the Hylian Gamecast is great. Him, Daniel, and Chublima. They're a great combo on that cast. And then I feel like they all complement each other. And then they have special guests sometimes. To date, he's the only podcast I know of that has had all of the main voice actors, or maybe it's all of the voice actors, I guess I should say, from Breath of the Wild on his podcast. Game Over Jesse has had them all on his podcast Some of them multiple times. Some of them multiple times. How Game Over Jesse gets those kind of connects, I have no idea. He's just a baller like that. He's a baller. Like on the podcast, Game Over Jesse almost made me cry talking about how much he looks up to me and has like this such a deep respect and inspiration because my deep past with the Zelda community. And like even to this day as a YouTube channel, like I'm sure he has a deep respect and looks up to me for what we're doing at E3, what we did with that podcast with 300 plus live viewers. Like, and he's just like, he looks up to me and it almost made me cry. And here Jesse is just balling, signing NDAs. He's, you know, getting direct contacts with Nintendo. He's got voice actors from the actual Zelda series on his podcast. And here I am just sitting here like jerking off on the side trying to get anybody who's anybody to come on my cast. Like I'm just kind of convinced like people like Andre's Restart to come on my podcast, and here he is over here. Oh yeah, by the way, I got the voice actor for Princess Zelda on my podcast today. What the? What? What? I found out the real Nintendo Ninja. Oh, dude, I'm sure. Here's the thing, Game Over Jesse. You intermixed your channel with actual people that work for Nintendo. Even if it's just like temporary, right? Like, you know, the voice actors, they don't officially work in a full-time capacity for Nintendo, but they do contract with Nintendo. The moment that happens, the ninjas are watching. The ninjas are watching. Clearly. I'm just saying, you want to think, you know, like, Game Over Jesse's all jealous of me. I'm jealous of him. I'm jealous of him. Like, go to his channel. I have one video, over 1 million views on my channel, right? The body is ready meme that I don't know if you guys know, I created that meme years ago, right? My channel is where that meme is at. You look up body is ready on YouTube. It's me. I'm the one that created it. I'm the meme guy. I made that one. Okay? That's the only video over 1 million views on my channel. That was back in the Zelda Informer days. Okay? You go to Jesse's channel. You go to videos. Right? You sort by most popular. Oh, look at this. How to quickly kill a Lionel boss fight. Breath of the Wild. 2.3 million views. Top 10 worst things Link has ever done. 1.7 million views. Top 5 unreleased or canceled Mario games. 1.4 million. Next video is at 1.3. Next one's at 1.1. Next one's at 1 mil. He's got 6 videos over 1 million views in the last 4 years. And then he's got a bunch up in the 500, 600K range. It dwarfs anything my channel has ever done. I have one video at 2 mil. My next best is at like 300,000. Like, dude, I'm jealous of Game Over Jesse, man. He's figured out YouTube. He's figured out YouTube in a way I can only dream. To me, Game Over Jesse is like the Mr. Beast of Zelda YouTubers. He's just got it. He's just got it. He would have hit 100K last year if it wasn't for some stuff going on. Not going to go into that, but some stuff happened. But he would have hit 100K last year. He's shooting for 150 this year. Maybe he gets 150 this year anyways. Dude, Game Over Jesse's a big deal. I'm going to ride your coattails to the top. That's what's going to happen. You're going to carry me. Around E3 time, you can blow your mind. How are you today? Today's your birthday? Hold up. Time out. 1 second. Give me a moment. I got something for you. Just give me a second. All right? Hold up. I got something for you. I was going to set this up earlier, but I didn't think anyone with a birthday was coming on today. So it's like, wait a second. Didn't mean for that. Didn't mean for someone's birthday to happen today. But it did. So, just give me a second. I got it. It's in here somewhere. Where is it? Because you got to be careful. Happy Birthday is a copyrighted song. That's right. You can't even sing Happy Birthday. You will get struck down. It's ridiculous, but it's life. But it's life. But I got something for you. You ready?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to Ninfan36. Happy birthday to Ninfan36. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to Ninfan36.
Happy birthday, man. Congratulations on your new Pokemon game you got? Congratulations, man. You don't have to tell me how old you turned, but congratulations. Never hating, causing drama, always being chill, calm, relaxed, having real, proper interviews with the Breath of the Wild voice actor. Yeah, so what Game Over Jesse is saying is he does all the opposite of me. He does the opposite of me. See, the reason Game Over Jesse gets the connections he does. Do you see him popping off drinks on live stream? Do you see him cussing? Do you see him like earlier in this live stream when we briefly talked about the first time that I ever got drunk and then had a one-night stand? Game Over Jesse ain't dumb. He ain't doing that kind of shit. He keeps it super professional. My channel is, I have an air of professionality to my content and the way that I do things. But at the same point, I'm not going to stop being me, right? I'm not going to hold myself back for the sake of having a more brand-friendly channel, right? Like, if I cared about brand friendliness, I wouldn't drink on stream. I wouldn't do anything like any of this. Maybe on Twitch, but I wouldn't do it on YouTube, right? But I'm just going to be me. I am what I am. Makedo Akari gets all mad. Cussing! Rawr! Rawr! Yeah. Nate the Hate is? Nate Drake. I don't know if you've heard of Nate Drake over on Reset Era and NeoGAF. Nate the Hate has industry connections too. He's someone with industry connections. I can confirm he knows some people. Yeah, dude, Nate the Hate's legit. He's legit. He's on Spawnway's podcast too. A lot of people know him from Spawnway's podcast. Do I play the horse song? I mean, the people want what the people want. How many subscribers do you think I'm going to lose if I play? I have not played this song in a long time. It does not get me copyright striked. I'm just going to say, if you are a child and you are not okay with inappropriate humor, you're going to want to leave the stream. This is some old school. This used to be the theme song to my streams. Another reason that Nintendo won't work with me. And of course, I'll buy my own song request here. Oh, Game Over Jesse says, "Oh yeah, I think he is one of the people that mentioned Ocarina of Time HD coming as a leak 2 days." He mentioned Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. He said he expects them. So if you're a child, you're gonna want to leave the stream. Otherwise, get ready. This is the old theme song for Nintendo Prime. This is like 2019, 2018. Have fun.
My neighbors ask me why I'm limping down the way, and who that fella was who came thing I can say.
Can you imagine if I played this in the middle of E3?
I've always had
Can you
a
imagine
thing
if you had
for
like
pushing
1,000 plus
the
live viewers and I bust this song
extremes.
out?
And I just got a thing you won't find in the magazines.
I wonder how many people will
This
look.
molded silicone has
The song is
got
on
me
YouTube.
begging, please give me more of what I really need. Cause there is no cock like horse cock. Send your asshole into shock. You need horse cock, of course cock. Grab the loop and slam the day away. My shaft is quivering and my balls are turning blue as I think of drinking in a foot or even two of my favorite stallion that I keep in my top drawer. Slip it in and I'll be dripping goo as I take more cock, horse cock. Shut the door and turn the lock. Is your cock a horse cock? You will never hear me saying nay, cause there is no cock like horse cock. Rub my dick inside a sock. Don't stop now, horse cock. Stretch out my insides and make me bray. My lovely horse cock, horse cock. Shoot it down, 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 horse cock, my horse cock. Yeah, down, 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 down.
So you ever wonder why I don't get connections like Immortal Jesse? There's things like this all over my channel. Like, I'm a good guy, I'm a nice guy, but like I'm also me. And there's gonna be things that happen like this song on my channel. Because it's who I am. I'm not gonna sit here and hide. Like, yeah, when I make my standalone videos, you're not gonna see HC come out. You're not gonna see me swear too often, right? I'll swear once in a while on the podcast, but you're not gonna see me do it too often, right? That's why it's so shocking when people come to a live stream and they're like, wait, did you just play? What did you just play? Wait, what song was that? Yeah. I probably lost subscribers playing it too. I better go check my subscriber list. It used to be a staple. It used to be the kickoff of every live. Yeah, I lost 7 subscribers over the last 5 minutes. Like, yeah, it used to be a staple. It used to be how we kicked off every single live stream was with that song. That was our theme song for MP Live. But as the channel kind of exploded back in September, I kind of retired it a little bit, you know? It'll still come back once in a while like today, but I kind of retired it. I got to be safe. I got to be safe. Memories. Yeah. Are you freaking kidding? People left over that? Yeah. Yeah. Because what happens is, like, I had someone unsubscribe during a live stream once because I said a swear word. And or I said God's name in vain or whatever, right? Like God damn it or something like that. And they like tried to lecture me. And I'm like, look, I respect your religion. I'm Roman Catholic. I've had many talks with priests over it. It's all about the intent of the use versus just the terminology itself, right? Like, obviously, they would prefer you just didn't use the terminology, but it's about the intent of use. Horse docked. I'm honestly surprised. I gotta be honest. I gotta go on Review Tech USA stream, and I gotta tell him to play the song. I gotta like super chat him and be like, dude, Rich, forget Carlos. You need to play this song on your stream right now. You will not get in trouble for it. It is not copyright. It's the only way I'm ever going to get him to do it is if I super chat him and tell him to do it. Maybe he'll be willing to play. He's the only other YouTuber I think I could get to maybe play that song on a live stream. Heard worse from modern music, dude. There's way worse. There's way worse in modern music. That scare game over Jesse away with that song. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you've been saying, yeah, Game Over Jesse's been saying that Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask HD are coming for months. Yep. Yeah, there's way worse. Just turn on the radio. The stuff that even let by the filters. It's like, really? That made it by your radio edits? All right. I mean, I'm fine with it. I don't care. I'm an adult. I listen to that music. But yeah, people get butthurt over a lot of dumb things. All right. I think we're going to wrap up the stream. I went 10 minutes over what I wanted to tonight. So a shout out we got to, let me go through all the super chats and donations tonight. Taker610 with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much again. If you're still here, Brian C with the $15 super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you, Logic Bugs, Games and More, Moonlight, Daryl A, Bleaf789, and J Digital for becoming members. Hopefully we get even more members next stream. I would love to get like 5 new members every stream. That would be pretty cool. I'd like to get to like 100 members during E3. Because what happens is, memberships not just enable the giveaways during streams, they enable me to give even more stuff away overall. So you support the channel, and also you support me being able to give away more stuff. So that's always a plus. Let's see here. Also, I want to get to... I got to ask you guys, before I sign out, would anyone be interested if... So I have merchandise, but it's like old merchandise. Would you guys be... If I updated the merchandise, is there anybody who actually wants to buy it? I'm just wondering if it's worth my time. I have new logos and new things I could throw on some merch. I just don't know if any of you guys are interested in that. I don't know if I've hit that point where people actually want to buy merchandise. If there was good merchandise, not the crappy merchandise. I'm not sure if anyone's ever interested. Besides me, I buy my own merchandise all the time. Shout out to Matthew Lewis with the $2 Euro super chat. Thank you so much. Sunnyside Z earlier with the $50. I think that was the biggest one of the night. Thank you so much for that. Matthew Lewis for the $5 Euro. Sunnyside Z for the $20 super chat. We had Groove with a $3 donation. AJC Player with a $2 super chat. Groove with the $5. The Art Newsom with the 1. And J Digital with the 5. Thank you guys so much for that. Yeah, you personally don't buy merch you save. That's fine. That's fine. I'm like the only person that ever buys my merch. I think there's been like 2 other people that ever bought Nintendo Prime merch. So I might update the merch anyways, just because I want to get some new Nintendo Prime merch in. Remember to invest $50 in crypto. He said specifically Bitcoin. He was guaranteeing invest in Bitcoin and I'll make $100,000 in 4 years. I have a mug with the old Nintendo Prime logo. I got to get the new one. I want to do the one with my face, that I use the cartoon face that I have. And then I want to do one with the actual logo. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that latest video by Zelda, that's really good. It's a really good video. I watched it earlier today. All right. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a good night. I appreciate you guys stopping out. No live streams on the weekends, so you won't see me live again till Monday. But hey, there'll be a video coming tomorrow. Peace.